This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowering People, Exceptional Health. Good afternoon and welcome to Fishback Stadium on the campus of Washougal High School in Washougal, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has Class 2A football postseason action featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Washougal Panthers. My name is Rescheduled. Jerry Apple will be joining the broadcast a little later. This game was scheduled to be played last night, but weather, traffic, and mechanical issues prevented the Shelton team from making the trip, so Washougal was gracious enough to move the game from Friday to Saturday. Shelton is the number 4 team from the Evergreen Conference and has a 6-4 record. The Highclimbers made this playoff game by beating Aberdeen 41-34 last Friday and sweeping a tiebreaker Monday, slipping by Black Hills 8-7 and shutting out the Bobcats 6-0. Washougal is the number 1 team from the Greater St. Helens League and has an 8-1 record. The Panthers are ranked number 10 among Class 2A teams in the latest Associated Press high school football poll. Their only loss was to 10th-ranked Class 1A Toppenish 48-22 back in Week 2. Washougal has won 7 in a row and dominated their league, averaging 21 points more than their opponents. Coming up, we talk with Shelton football coach Mark Smith. It's Class 2A football postseason action with the Shelton Highclimbers at the Washougal Panthers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Back at Fishback Stadium in Washougal, just ahead of the Shelton Highclimbers and the Washougal Panthers. Rescheduled here. It is now time to talk with the coach. Thursday morning, I had a phone conversation with Shelton football coach Mark Smith.
Friday, you did what you had to do. You beat Aberdeen. yeah, backs are up against the wall, right?
Right.
That was a winter season-ending deal, and our seniors, they had a meeting and they came together on Tuesday before we went out to practice, and they decided right then and there that they did not want that to be their last game, and they explained that to the underclassmen and to everybody else, and that's what they got done.
Any thoughts about that game and what happened during the game?
I thought our kids played a little freer. We talk about playing free. We talk about playing fast. We talk about playing together, having fun. We talk about it all the time. It really hasn't looked like that too much. It has in spirit, in spots this year. But that game, it looked like we never got down. Like no matter what happened, we were pretty much in control of that game start to finish. But it got a little hairy there at the end. But our kids stayed in it, and I really was impressed with how much fun and how much freedom they were playing with in a pressure type situation. They didn't think about what the outcome could be negatively. They just went out and had fun and played, and boy, was that a nice atmosphere to be around, a good thing to see.
So there was a record that fell during the game. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Mason Goose broke John Barger, who was my quarterback when I played here, back on the 85 state championship team. So that record's been in place since 1985. And there's been a lot of good quarterbacks that have come through here that have had great seasons. But nobody has had a better throwing career as far as passing yards in Shelton football history than Mason Goose. John got a chance to reach out to Mason and talk to him over the weekend, so that's kind of cool. And he and I hadn't talked since I've been back, so got a chance to talk to him a little bit and reconnect there. And congratulations to both those two, right? One for someone, John for having a record that held for, I don't know, whatever that is, 37 years, right?
Right.
37, 36 years that record has held up. And then for Mason, for almost not even wanting to play football, to deciding he wants to come out and ends up being an all-time career passing yardage leader in Shelton football history.
And he has the opportunity to add more on to that, right?
Correct, because John had 14 games in 85.
Right. And we're going into 10 in a whatever you call Monday's game.
Right.
So let's talk about Monday. And your guys came out and, when you talk about executing when they needed to, they did that Monday.
Everything went we try to play out scenarios, and we played it out for them. We said, here's what's going to happen. We're going to play Black Hills game 1. We're going to win the toss. We're going to go on defense, and we're going to win that game. We're going to play Aberdeen in game 2. We're going to win the toss. We're going to go win that game, and then we're going to get out of there. And we don't care who wins the last game. Whatever happens, happens, and we're trying to get out of it. I forgot to tell the bus drivers that was our plan. The bus drivers went out to dinner. So we were sitting there waiting for our bus drivers to come back and get us so we get our kids back here. But, everything went to plan there. Now, everybody was a little confused because I told everybody all week, I said, when we score first, we're going to kick the extra point. Last year, we went for 2 and didn't get it in that first game. And so then when I told them we're going for 2, everybody kind of looked at me. I said, we're going for 2. And then afterwards, everybody said, well, I thought we were going for 1. That's if we scored first. Right? Well, Black Hills already scored first. So, and they kicked the extra point, so that made it easy. We're going for 2 in the win. Everybody don't make money. You guys all know my philosophy around here. And we got to play. We practice it. We know exactly we have a plan. If we didn't have a plan, then we wouldn't have done that. But we had the plan, and we had the play. It's never been shown this year. So no one had it on film. And we're ready to go. And our offensive staff did a great job teaching that play. And our kids did a great job executing it. And I felt really comfortable.
Now, I want to move from Black Hills on to the Aberdeen game where your defense just stopped them.
Yeah, well, we knew that they were going to throw the ball, they were going to throw it to 15, but we really thought they were going to run the ball, right? Short field, 25 yards, 4 downs to get 10. And we loaded that box, and we told our D-line, listen, we do not need to get up the field and create run lanes. And I was really surprised on 4th down and 3 that they tried to throw it. I'm really surprised. I thought for sure they put the ball in one of their running backs' hands and get in that bone and try to go off tackle, or maybe try to run that toss play that we couldn't stop. But we loaded up on that toss play, and we had a couple kids. Ben Morford made a great play when they tried to get outside on the toss, on our sidelines. He's just a pup. He's just a sophomore. His first game ever starting was in the Aberdeen game. And he made a great play there. And then Ellison made a great play going the other way over towards where you guys were on a play that went outside. So they weren't faster. So we locked it up inside. They couldn't get outside. So then they had to throw. And then Blaze got in there and beat his guy one-on-one. Got his paw up and knocked that ball down. And it was pretty happy campers from there on out.
And then all you had to do was score. And you did that with a little swing pass out there.
Yeah, we talked about that in meetings before we left Shelton. That was our play against Aberdeen that we liked. The key with Wheatley's block. Wheatley had to condense his foot down and get that block on that inside linebacker. And, same play we scored on against Aberdeen on Friday night, but it got called back because they said we boxed in the back, and we didn't. You guys probably saw that on film, too. That's a phantom call by their guy on their sidelines or whatever. If I get fined for that, I get fined for that. I don't know if they do fines in high school for coaches talking about referees' calls, but it is what it is.
Right. So you come out with your 2 wins, and you get into the postseason, and you're heading down to Washougal. What do you know about that team?
Well, it's funny because that's where my mom and dad first started teaching. I was born in Vancouver and lived a little bit of time in Canada down there. But besides that, I don't know too much. I haven't been there in a long time. Definitely haven't been there since I've been back, and I've been gone for 30. So I don't know what to think really. I don't know much about that culture. I don't know much about that league. I never played anybody from that league. This is what I know from film. They got a very athletic quarterback, the Bea kid, B-E-A. He's 6'3", 195-pound, multi-sport athlete. And he can sling it and he can throw it. He's dual threat. So, obviously, their offense runs through him. They got a running back that's really solid in the backfield. They've got 4 wideouts. They all look athletic. They all have good numbers catching the ball. I think every one of them averages over 10 yards a catch. They put up a ton of points. I mean, in their last game against Hawkinson, which Hawkinson's been I guess I would say the league favorite down there to win it the last few years. Hawkinson and Ridgefield have been kind of the top 2 dogs down there. And Washougal hadn't beaten Hawkinson in 11 years. And they beat him in the last game of the regular season this year, last Friday night, 58-40 in the rain. So, they can put points up, right? But they also give up some points. So, I don't know. The weather is going to be the same for both of us, but it looks like it's going to be 15-mile-an-hour winds and pouring down rain up to 2 inches or so is what people are telling me. So, it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be, the team that can handle the elements, take care of the football, and execute under the conditions the best is going to win this game.
Okay. Your team all healthy and ready to go, right?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate for him.
That's Mark Smith, Shelton's head football coach. His Highclimbers getting ready to take on the Panthers in Washougal tonight. Kickoff's coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Yeah, welcome to Fishback Stadium. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple, top of the stands, if you can call it that. It's a very small, intimate setting here in Washougal tonight. It is tonight, almost tonight. What a difference 24 hours makes, Jerry. Look at this. No rain. The sun's trying to break through the crowds. Last night, pouring down rain, wind, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of traffic, all kinds of mechanical issues, and we couldn't get here. But today we can. What do you think, Jerry?
Well, we can always take a negative that happened last night. Thank goodness none of our kids on the buses were hurt or anything like that, and everything worked out that way. And I know it was a little upsetting, but look, we're playing in a nice stadium, right, in nice weather. The weather's nice for this time of the year. It's 47 degrees out right now. I was going to say there's no wind, but I've been corrected by that by looking at the fly.
Yeah, it just keeps coming and going. It's not a heavy wind, but it's got a little tiny bite to it when it does blow. So it's interesting. I want to, before I forget, because I always want to do this during the broadcast, but I want to get it out of the way beforehand. I want to thank Brian Wild, the athletic director here at Washougal, for working with me to get us this spot in this very small stadium, because the place is packed on our side.
It is.
And he did a great job. He a little hard to get a hold of from time to time, but once we connected, he liked my suggestions. He didn't think it was a good suggestion, but he liked my suggestion. But we're here now, and we're in a good spot at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and you look at the crowd that were below us. Boy, I can tell you, Washougal is so proud of their football team, and they should be. They're undefeated in the
Greater St. Helens League, yeah.
Yeah, and they've only lost one game. And I'll tell you what, I'm proud of the Shelton Highclimber fans. They're over across from us right now, and I'm so blessed tonight that we do not have any rain for them. You know,
right?
I'm sure we would have tried to fit them all underneath the stadium here, where we've got this cover. But the weather is much more conducive tonight, and could be a good game.
So you're probably wondering why this is postseason. Why doesn't this have a necessarily a specific name? Now, I've been heard called this is a pigtail, this is a play-in game, this is a round of 32. Well, the state tournament doesn't start until you get to 16 teams. Right now, that's next week after the 3 games that need to be played today, and I want to run down who's already in.
Okay.
Okay, so WF West, they're in. They took care of Woodland 34-7. Olympic is in. Olympic beat Franklin Pierce 32-14 last night. Ephrata is in. They knocked off Clarkston 17-7. Othello is in. They beat Shadle Park 48-14. Fife eliminated Bremerton. So the Trojans from Fife are in. That score was 21-14. North Kitsap is in. They blanked Renton 53-0. Enumclaw is in. They shut out Lindbergh 56-0. Washington. Now this is Washington High School in Tacoma. They beat Stillicum 35-8. Highline is in. They doubled up Ording 28-14. Now they're saying, wait a minute, that's not enough teams. Well, it's not. Here's the teams that got buys. West Valley of Spokane, Linden, #1 team in the 2A, Anacortes. I'm very familiar with Anacortes. I used to cover them. And Cedar Woolley. Those are the 4 teams that got buys. Now, the games that are being played today, Black Hills is at Mark Morris. That kicked off a couple hours ago. Richfield is at Tumwater, and that kicks off at the same time our game here at Washougal. So we'll get the round of 16 after tonight.
Yep.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, good information.
Yeah, it's really confusing, and I had a hard time finding out why am I not coming up with 16 teams? Where are these other 2 teams?
You had 4
teams.
buys.
We have 4 buys. And I'm looking and I'm going at, well, why is District 1 and 2 not have their playing games? What's going on there? Well, they don't have enough teams up there. That's Skagit, Whatcom, Snohomish counties, District 1 and 2.
Do they just take the top 2 teams?
They
to their
take the
league?
top 3 teams from the West Coast.
Okay.
No, it's Northwest Conference. Excuse me, West Coast. That's going way back. That's a different league. But yeah, it's they take the top 3 teams. I was a little confused because I'm thinking, well, here's Seaholm, and they had their RPI numbers out on their bracket. I think, well, that has to be one of them. No. They played last night. They played a non-league game against Cascade of Everett, and they beat them. And usually, if you have a bye, you take that bye. You don't play a game just to play a game.
And Seaholm is one of the 3 Bellingham high schools.
Right, yeah. Seaholm, Squalicum, and Bellingham up there in Bellingham. Very familiar with that league. That's where I grew up and spent some time in that area. Anyways, that's where what we have. Some other scores of interest. Let's see. Yelm rolled over Bishop Blanchette 50-7. Olympia knocks off Capital 54-21 in the Spaghetti Bowl. Peninsula holds off Arlington 35-29. Raymond gets by Kalama 48-42. Just a couple of scores of interest to throw out there if people are interested in that. And here comes the Panthers onto the field. All black with their orange numbers. And there's a noisemaker out there that's quite annoying, Jerry. So Liam Atkin is being
Sounds like
here.
he's the real deal.
Yeah, he's out there. He's going to be their starting. Well, they're talking about the defense for the Panthers. While we go through this ritual, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff. It's playoff football in Washougal tonight. The Shelton Highclimbers and the Washougal Panthers. Kickoff coming up next.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
And we're back here at Washougal. We'll take another time out as they're going to do the national anthem.
Hi folks, Dietrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we are back here at Washougal High School, Fishback Stadium, and the sun's coming out and blocking my view, Jerry. Wow. Not complaining about the sun after yesterday.
No.
The Highclimbers are getting ready to come out for the coin toss. They're going to be in their white jerseys, black pants. And here comes Tiller, Willsbaugh, 59. That's going to be... Actually, yeah, Willsback is probably... Who's wearing 59, Jerry? Must be Mario Boxley. As we're going to get the coin toss here. In the fourth.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't have him on this sheet, Jerry. I must have given you a different sheet.
Yes, number 59 is Mario Boxley.
Yeah, Boxley's going to wear 59 tonight. That's a change. So I'm assuming that Blaze Andrews will be on number 77 tonight as well, as he has the last couple of games. So for the Panthers, 79, let's see, who do we have 79? It's Jose Alvarez Cruz. Number 2 is Liam Atkins. Number 9 is Owen Edwards. And number 5 is going to be Holden Bia.
Washougal won the toss. They declined.
So the Highclimbers get the ball.
So the Highclimbers will get the ball here in the first, at first.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry, for making sure that I'm on track here tonight.
Well, you were doing a good job of introducing the captains for both teams, and I appreciate that.
I did miss one, though, for Shelton, number 70. That's Daniel Tausa. I missed his name, so we got to throw out Daniel's name as well. Go ahead, Jerry.
Look at that crowd over there. They're full now. I would say you've got more like 60 to 70.
Right, that's a good observation, Jerry. And
great number.
There's a few sprinkled around and on this side, Jerry. You just can't see them amongst the orange, the wave of orange that's over here. There's two people right over here to our right. So we're going to get this thing underway. Panthers will kick it off from the 40 to the Highclimbers. Going back deep is Ellerton and Fuller. They're going to stand right around the goal line, Jerry. I didn't really pay attention to when I was scouting Washougal, what limited stuff I could find. I didn't pay attention to their kicking game, Jerry. I really wasn't paying attention to it. So
that's a good indication that they got a pretty good kicker.
Right.
And it's number 35, like I said, and that'll be Kobe Johnson.
Yeah. So he has it teed up for the Panthers. Get this game underway. Ooh, he takes a really deep drop, Jerry.
Who do we got, Ellerton and Fuller?
Yeah, Ellerton and Fuller. Ellerton on the near side, Fuller on the far side from our position here in the stands. Here's the run-up. And the kick is on the ground. It's going to go bouncing in there, and it hit Lethen. He'll have to fall on it. So Hunter Leth was trying to stay away from it. It just bounced up and hit him in the arm. And so the Highclimbers are going to start at their own, looks like 17-yard line.
But it was heads up. He fell on it. That was good. Didn't try to pick it up and run. So smart play on his part.
On his part. So the Highclimbers start out a little deep in their own territory. See how the Highclimbers respond to the very odd road trip from yesterday. Half the team made it through and then blew out a tire. Crazy. So Goose will go out of the gun. It's like Ellerton in the backfield. Three receivers on the near side. In motion goes Trykoff and a handoff to Ellerton. He's better steps and breaks it outside. Gonna power his way. Looks like he got enough for the first down. Still on his feet to the 30, Jerry.
Good hard second drive there. He kept moving his feet.
So the Highclimbers with a positive play up, 13 yards, maybe 14 yards on the carry, Jerry.
Okay, thank you, Diedrich.
And it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun again, Goose. Three receivers on the far side. Turn around, hand it off. And here is Ellerton trying to spread it out. And he's run sideways, run out of bounds by William Cooper. And maybe a loss on the play. We'll see where they spotted down. Looks like he might have lost a yard. Nope, they're going to no gain at all.
No gain,
yeah,
okay.
So 2nd and 10 from the 31.
So second carry by Bradley Ellerton.
Again, Goose will go out of the gun. Trykoff in motion. Turn around, fake the handoff on the rollout now is Goose. Looking downfield, throws long. Menifee's there, caught it, jumped up and pulled it down. Out jumped the defender out there, and that was Blake Mattern. And Menifee with a big pickup there. Nice. Just jumped up there and ripped it out of the air.
26-yard pass.
1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the Panther 43-yard line. Out of the gun again goes Goose. Two receivers far side, one on the near side. Hand it off to Ellerton. Ellerton trying to find some running room. Breaks one tackle, rolls over one other guy inside the 40 to the 37, 38-yard line. Depends on where they're going to spot him down. Nice running by Bradley Ellerton.
Looks like a gain of 6, would you say, Diedrich?
Looks that way. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 37. Everybody's agreeing with you, Jerry. 6. Again, out of the gun. Two receivers near side. Tiller will go in motion to the other side of the lineup. Handoff, this time it's Fuller. Fuller bounces it outside, breaks another tackle, slips it up, gets the first down. He's run out of bounds near the 31. Nice hard run for Jaden Fuller.
6-yard gain.
Needed 4, got 6, as Jerry said. 1st and 10 from the 31.
That's the third first down for the Highclimbers.
Getting out of the gun will go Goose. Menifee to the far side. Cordova and Trykoff from the near side. Trykoff in the slot. Hand off to Fuller. Fuller looking for some running room around the outside. He's spun down after a short gain. Looks like a Thad McDonald with the tackle for the Panthers. It's a 2-yard
Gain of
pickup.
3 on the play.
2, 3. Okay, we'll go with it. Second down from the 29.
Second carry by Fuller.
We do have that one pole. We're right in that area where the poles start getting in the way of the shot. Goose again out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers the far side. Turn around, hand it off to Fuller. Jump stop in the middle. Powers his way inside the 25, maybe the 24. Ripped backwards.
Fuller on the carry.
Garrett to Mansfield with the tackle for the Panthers. It'll be 3rd and 2, maybe 3 from the 24.
3.
Yeah, they call it 3 on the board, Jerry. So right there, they're setting it up behind the pole. This is going to be the hammer package for the Climbers. High snap, Gilman had to pull it down, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. The snap is a little bit high, and Gilman did a good job for keeping it down.
Exactly.
So it'll be 4th down and a loss of 3 on the play. So it looks like a loss of 4 on the play. So it's back to 4th and 7.
Okay.
So here comes Goose in the receiving core.
We're definitely in 4th down territory.
No score, 8.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Opening possession of the ball game for the Highclimbers. They are at the 28-yard line of Washougal with a 4th and 7. Goose out of the gun with 2 receivers on the far side. Cordova wide to the near side. Back to pass goes Mason. He'll throw into the middle to Trikoff. Caught inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Right behind the pole. Nice little spin move out there that Trikoff got a couple extra yards out of it.
14-yard pass play.
1st and 10 from the 14 are the Highclimbers right behind the pole.
Yeah, Trikoff leads the team in receptions, and Gabe Menifee leads the team in yardage received.
Goose out of the gun. Menifee wide to the far side. Tiller goes in motion. Cordova's wide to the near side. On the rollout goes Goose. Throws for the for the sidelines. Nice defensive play out there. Pass was intended for Menifee. It's deflected out of bounds, incomplete.
You have to get 1 foot in on that, and he was not able to do that. The defensive, good defense there.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 14. It's almost as if I have a different camera on this other side of the pole here, Jerry. It's a little, it's because the sun is out. What's the sun? The big glowing ball in the sky. Out of the gun will go Goose on a 2nd and 10 from the 14. Tiller in motion. And a little bit of motion, and let's see what they're throwing.
I don't think Washougal was in the neutral zone, but I could be wrong.
Let's see what the call is. The Highclimbers are walking backwards, so I think it's going to be a false start.
I tried.
You tried. All right. So 5-yard penalty on the Highclimbers brings up 2nd down and 15 from the 19-yard line.
After the penalty, it's 2nd and 15.
Wow, I cannot see, Jerry.
I don't think we're going to have to worry about that in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what Jerry says. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side is Cordova. They'll wind the clock with 7:40 to go, first quarter, no score. Another, I don't know. This was a reaction to a defender. I'm thinking it's another 5-yard penalty on the Highclimbers, however.
I think you're right.
Washougal's jumping into, not jumping into the neutral zone, they're jumping around, and the offensive line for the Highclimbers is reacting.
Yeah.
So that's 2nd down and
now they got to clean that up a little bit.
19. Ball back at the 24-yard line. Jerry mentioned it. He did not say it in his keys to the game, but clean up the penalties.
And they've done pretty well the last part of the season. The last game, a little bit too many penalties.
2 receivers the far side, same formation as before the penalty. Back to pass. Here's a little swing pass out to Fuller. Fuller's going to break a tackle up the sidelines, and he's run out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. What a nice run for
very nice.
Jaden Fuller. That's the same play they scored on Aberdeen in the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and that's an 18-yard pass play.
Right, just about a yard short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd down. from the 6, and the hammer is out there. Or for the more familiar with it, it's the Wildcat. We call it the hammer because that's what they call it.
Mason is 3 for 4 in his passing game.
So it's 3rd and 2 from the 6. Gilman to hand it off, and there's Ellerton into the end zone for the touchdown.
6-yard touchdown run by Gilman.
No, it was Ellerton, Jerry. He handed it off.
Ellerton.
Handed it off. He's so shifty in that handoff, he fakes Jerry out almost every time.
He does, doesn't he?
So the High Climbers.
Fuller. Ellerton.
Ellerton. The High Climbers on the board first. 6-0. 7:17 to go first quarter. Go ahead, Jerry.
Let me correct that. Ellerton on the nice handoff for 6 yards.
Brendan Kaiser on to kick the point after. Dante Trikoff is the holder. Hey, Jerry's almost right on his timing.
I know.
Snaps a little high, put down, kick is up. Kick is good. So it's 7-0. Shelton strikes first, 7:17 to go, first quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
So the High Climbers take the opening drive and score.
Yeah, and you know what? Before the game, probably about an hour before the game, I like to walk the field. I like to walk the track, and I get a good chance to see how the kickers are doing. I get to see the footwork of the quarterback and the passing, and I was very impressed with Shelton in their pregame drills. They've got it down to a T.
It's like it's Atkin back about the 10-yard line back there, Jerry, all by himself. Kaiser has it teed up at the 40 for the High Climbers after their scoring drive. They lead 7-0 with 7:17 to go first quarter. Here's a run up and a kick. A little line drive kick that'll be touched at the 20, picked up by number 3, and on a return, look out. There he goes. It's got to be Kaiser. Kaiser will run him out at the 45, and that is, who was it, number 3? That was Jason Graham on the return. And the Panthers have a short field, Jerry, at their High Climber 45-yard line.
Nice tackle by the kicker, Brendan Kaiser. That was a 29-yard return.
It's like Bia goes out of the pistol. Got Atkins behind him, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Back to pass he goes. Bia looks over the field, throws it complete to number 1. I don't have a number 1 on my roster, Cherry. Or was it a number 7? Must have been a number 7. No, I take it back. That's number 3. That's Jason Graham on the reception, Jerry. I'm not really.
Yeah, Jason Graham, Yeah, he's the second leading receiver for the Panthers this season. Gain of 9 on the play.
2nd and 1. Around, hand it off to Atkin. Atkin gets it out to the outside to the 25. He's spun out of bounds by Hunter Left. And he's inside the 25 to about the 24, Jerry. Nice little run there.
Yeah, about a 12-yard run on that by Atkins.
It's a 1st and 10. They're going to spot it at the 23. Getting out of the pistol will go Bia. 1 receiver to the far side, 3 to the near side. Back to pass he goes. Holden holds it, throws it complete, and breaking a tackle at the sidelines, and then run out of bounds, spun out of bounds by a handful of jersey by Aaron. I'm sorry, not Aaron Left. It's Hunter Left with the tackle.
Who caught that?
I do not know, Jerry. I want to think it's Evers. Actually, no, Jerry. Let's take that
Gain
back.
of 11 on that pass play.
That was John Costa on the reception. So 1st and 10 from the 12. Now are the Panthers hand it off to Atkins. Atkins tripped up the middle to the 10. He got 2. He was on a long stride, Jerry. Somebody grabbed his ankle.
Is that Evers or Atkins? 2.
Yeah, Atkins.
He's their workhorse.
So 2nd and 8 from, well, they're going to spot it at the, well, only 1 on the pickup. So it's 2nd and 9 from the 11. Again, another handoff to Atkin. Up the middle. Not much there, but he did pound out another one. This is a lot of RPO, Jerry. A little run pass option. As Bia holds into it on the handoff.
Is that Blaze Andrew on the tackle?
I would imagine so. I didn't see.
Yep, it was.
William Cooper in the backfield with Bia. Going wide to the far side is Costa. Evers wide to the near side with a couple of guys in the slot. Back to pass goes Bia. It's going to be flushed out. Stops. Changes direction. Slipped the tackle. Throws to the end zone. At the back of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Evers. I think it was Evers. I could be wrong. Yes, it was. 2 1s there, Jerry, number 11. Boy, oh boy.
Was that to Evers?
Yes, it was, Jerry. Evers gets the catch at the back of the end zone. That is a great vision and great mobility by Bia, Jerry. He has held dead to rights, and Carter Whitney had him. Could not bring him down. Point after coming to tie this ball game up. Snap is on. Oh, the kick is blocked. The Highclimbers get to it, and they have a 1-point lead with 4:56 to go in the first. We'll be back.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
How many yards was that touchdown pass?
11, Jerry.
Thank you.
I think it was 11. Anyways, we're back here. 4:56 to go first quarter. It's 7-6. Shelton with a 1-point lead after a short field for the Panthers, and they come away with 6. The point after was, I think it was a bad snap and a low kick, and you might even got a block in there as well.
And the thing is, like you said, the Panthers started off at about the 48-yard line of in Shelton territory.
Right, very short field. There's the run up in the kick. It's high and deep. That one's going to go into the end zone and a touchback. So the Highclimbers will start this drive on their 20. And it was Connor Gilman waiting for that ball in the end zone as the Highclimbers had moved everybody up in anticipation of another little squib kick.
And that was a 60-yard kickoff.
So the Highclimbers will start this drive at the 20. They started their last drive at what, the 14, 13-yard line, something like that. So here come the Climbers. They lead by 1, 7-6. Goose will go out of the gun. Ellerton in the backfield with him. Cordova wide to the near side. Menifee wide to the far side. Trykoff in the slot on the far side. Little handoff to Ellerton. Ellerton powers across the, well, about the 22-yard line for a 2-yard gain. Big wall of black right there, Jerry. Cooper credited with the tackle.
Can you turn me up a little bit?
Can I turn you up a little bit? I don't know.
Or turn you up a little bit.
Oh, turn me up a little bit.
Yeah, turn you up.
Okay, I'll bring that. Okay, how about that? Is that better? All right, so we have a 2nd and 8 from the 22 for the Highclimbers. Tiller goes in motion to the other side of the lineup. Same formation now. Here goes Cordova in motion. From the near side to the far side, Goose slings it to the middle, and Trykoff picked it up off of a deflection. What kind of a play was that, Jerry? That ball popped up just enough for Trykoff
good reaction
to grab
on Dante Trykoff.
Yeah, rip it in out of the air and get to the 40-yard line. Wow. 18-yard pickup and a first down for
Gain
the
of 17 on the play, and we'll give it to Trykov.
Yeah, on a completed pass, too. Goose adding to his total for his career. Goose pans it off to Ellington, trying to find some running room. Breaks a tackle into the 50, 45, pulling people with him. Still on his feet. He's still on his feet. Oh, my goodness, he's inside the 25, Jerry. Wow, that's Bradley Ellington pulling, taking people 35 yards, Jerry. 35 yards in about the last 20 of it. Oh, is there a flag out there on the far side?
Where are they going to spot it?
Yeah, well, they're going to spot it inside the 25 to the 23, but do we have a flag out there at the 42? Looks like there might be a flag, and this is going to be coming back. Oh, that was quite a play, though, by Bradley Ellington. He's pulling people, dragging people for at least 15 yards, Jerry. What do we have here?
Well, it's a 37-yard run. Let's see what happened.
There is a penalty on the play. It's a personal foul on the Highclimbers, and I don't know what that signal is, Jerry. I looked over the signals a couple of days ago, and 2 hands behind their back. And it's
so we'll still give him credit for the 37 yards.
And then the 15-yard penalty. So the Highclimbers have the ball on the 37-yard line now, 38-yard line, excuse me, and a 1st and 10. So that penalty, I know I'm going to have to look at that, what that signal is, Jerry, because I do not remember what that is. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. 7-6, Highclimbers with a 1-point lead in the ball on the Panther 37. Goose will sling it out again to Fuller. Fuller, nice move, and then he slipped one tackle, but gets some right up to the 30-yard line, and an 8-yard pickup. That's that little swing pass that was very successful against Aberdeen. And they're going to keep doing it until it's stopped. 3 receivers to the far side. Trykov, a little bit of emotion there. Little play action. Goose steps out of the rush. He's on the run, and he'll slide at the 26-yard line. It's a wise idea for Mason just to tuck it under and run. And he avoided the rush and the sack and got the first down.
Well, I noticed that in practice before the game, they were having Goose do that a couple times, giving him that option to run it off tackle.
So 1st and 10 from the 27. 3 receivers to the far side, a little handoff, and this is Fuller again to the 20. Nice little pickup of what, 7, 8 yards. They're going to mark him down at the 19-yard line, Jerry.
Fuller?
Yep. It's going to be an 8-yard pickup, second down, and 2 from the 19. Goose out of the gun, and he'll hand it off to Fuller. Fuller picking his way, trying to find some running room, and he'll get the first down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, Jerry. He was just patient, waiting for his blockers.
He's very patient.
Right, make some holes, and he picked the hole that got the first down.
5-yard carry. And that's a 6th first down for the Highclimbers.
Ball spotted at the 14-yard line of Washougal. 2:15 to go, first quarter. 7-6 is the score. 1-point lead. Ellington in the backfield with Goose will go out of the pistol. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Tiller goes in motion. Handed off to Ellington. Flags on the play, and Ellington nowhere to go. I'm thinking it's going to be an illegal shift on the Highclimbers, Jerry. Or 2 players move. 2 players in motion at the same time, and I think that's what the flag is going to be about.
Okay.
Because it came out pretty quick.
As the play was just starting to develop.
Right.
Oh.
What's going on with that second scoreboard, Jerry? There's 2 scoreboards here, and I'm not really sure what it is.
Yeah, the other one's a soccer.
Yeah, we figured it's a soccer, but it's making some...
What the?
I don't know what they're doing over there. And I didn't see what the signal was. I think it's going to go on Everybody's pointing each way here, so I have no idea. Let's see what the call is. False start on the Highclimbers. Okay. And so we're going to repeat first down.
False start indicating against the Highclimbers.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 19 for Shelton.
1st and 15.
It all clear as mud there, Jerry. They'll wind the clock as we're under 2 minutes to go first quarter. 7-6 is the score. Same play, it looks like, or same formation. Now Cordova's going to go in motion. And Goose is back to pass. And they're going to kill that play as well. Let's see what this call is about. Usually it's a dead ball. What do we have here, Sir Referee? Oh, it's going to be offsides this time. So the Highclimbers will get it back to 1st and 10 from the 14.
And that's the first penalty on Washougal.
1:44 to go in the first quarter. 7-6 is our score. Shelton with the lead in the ball. They have a 1st and 10 from the Washougal 14-yard line. Elton in the backfield with Goose. Trykoff in the slot on the far side. Menifee on the far side as well. Trykoff just went in motion, and Cordova's a wide out near side. Goose back to pass. He'll swing it out to Elton. Elton up the sidelines, puts his foot on the ground, changes direction to the 5, to the goal line, and that's a touchdown.
Wow. 14-yard pass play.
And a touchdown. It gives the Highclimbers a 7-point lead, 13-6 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
Fuller.
Yeah, that was Elton. Yeah, it was Elton. That's usually the play they go to Fuller with.
Yeah.
But not that play. So Brendan Kaiser's on to kick the point after to give the Highclimbers an 8-point lead. Trykoff is a holder. Snap, a little low. Handled well. That one, somebody got a hand on it. Is it going to get over? It does. Boy, 14-6. The Highclimbers with the lead early. 1:20 to go in the first.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
So Jerry, Highclimbers with an early lead. 1:20 to go first quarter, 14-6 is our score. Shelton overcame a few penalties on that drive.
Yeah, and Mason Goose is 7 for 8 throwing. He's doing a great job. As we know, he broke the passing record against Aberdeen a couple weeks ago.
Right. And he's adding more yards to his total. Here's Brendan Kaiser to kick it back to the Panthers. High, end over end kick. That'll be taken at the 12. Straight up the middle. This is Atkin. Atkin on the outside to the 40. Run out of bounds. Good pursuit there by the Climbers. And the Panthers will have 1st and 10 on, it looks like the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Atkin had a 28-yard return and 48-yard kickoff for Brendan Kaiser.
This is a lot more offense than I expected, Jerry, in this game. As both teams have come out on fire so far. This is the second possession for the Panthers. Out of the pistol will go Bia. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Little option, and Bia keeps and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. Very interesting that Hunter Left stayed with the running back, trying to, because it was that option. They might have got a yard, Jerry. They did, to the 41.
Tackle was by number 70.
It's Tausa with the tackle. And it's 2nd and 9 from the 41.
That was Atkin?
Yeah, no, it was Bia. number 5.
The quarterback.
Back to pass goes Bia out of the pistol. Sets his feet. He's going to be flushed out. Here comes a big rush. He's going to throw it, and that, I don't know. Did it get back to the line of scrimmage? He was flushed out of the pocket, so I don't think he was.
Yeah, he was out of the pocket, but
got the ball, got back to near the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
I did not see an intended receiver over there.
Well, it's really difficult because there's a lot of black jerseys on the sideline, Jerry, so you
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
There might have
true.
been one. There were a couple of high climbers, so I'm sure they were pursuing somebody. 31.3 seconds remain in the first quarter. High climbers with the lead. Panthers with the ball and a 3rd and 9 from the 41. Bia back to pass again. Here comes the rush again. Throw over the middle, complete. And out of bounds. This is number 16 on the reception. That's Talon Connolly, and that's a first down. Inside the 40 to the 38. So when you think the high climbers had figured something out, big strike by Washougal. And they are in high climber territory at the 38.
21-yard pass play from Connolly.
Yeah, from the 38, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, handed off to Atkins. Atkins nowhere to run. Dropped there by Blaze Andrews. Right back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10.
Blaze Andrews has been quite a force all season for the high climbers.
Anthony Sancelli will come in, and getting a rest will be Daniel Tausa for the high climbers defensively. 3 receivers go wide to the far side, 1 to the near side, and that's the end of the first quarter. So we'll head to the second quarter with a 14-6 ball game. Shelton has the lead. Washougal has the ball when we come back.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter.
Yeah. Holden Bia, the quarterback, is 4 for 5 on completions so far. And the leading ball carrier, of course, for Washougal has been Liam Atkin, 4 carries for 15 yards, averaging a little over 4 yards per carry.
So the Panthers from Washougal will start out the second quarter with the ball, a 2nd down and 10 from the 38 of the high climbers.
And now we do not have to worry about the sun anymore.
I'm glad. But see, temperature dropped.
Oh, yeah, it just did.
It just dropped. It's a little bit cold. I'm a little shivering up here, but they'll heat it up. Here's Bia with a long drop. He's setting his feet at the 50. High climbers nearly get him. He escapes again, and he's run out of bounds. Carter Whitney is the one that's going to run him out of bounds, but a loss of, 7 on the play, maybe even 8. Depends on where they're going to. Oh, they're going to spot him. Spot the ball at the 44-yard line.
I would say 6 yards.
6 yards, yes, exactly. Okay. Trying to give you hand signals, but it's not working.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing great.
So 3rd and 16 for the Panthers.
As long as we agree.
Yeah. So again, out of the pistol will go Bia. Atkin, the back behind him, I believe. 3 receivers bunched up on the short side of the field, 1 to the far side. I believe that's Evers. Back to pass goes Bia. Here comes the rush. Steps up. Gonna run. Gonna be dropped. And it's,
oh, no.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's hope not.
That was Hunter left with the tackle, as well as Sancelli. And there's a flag right there at the end of the play.
I don't like where that flag went.
Neither do I, Jerry.
And, boy, I tell you, the quarterback, Holden Bia, is very shifty.
He's a face mask. And it's still, I think it's a 5-yard variety because he said 4th down.
Well, it depends on how, it could either be 5 or 15.
Yeah, 15 is a personal foul. 5 is incidental But it brings it third down and
which means it kind of assists the player in the tackle, but it's not.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional or malicious. So the ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line. It'll be third down and 8 for the Panthers. Bia out of the gun. He's got 4 receivers to the far side, empty backfield, 1 to the near side. Back to pass he goes. Holden looks over, got some pressure, throws it, slings it out there. Atkins with the catch, lowers his head and gets the first down across the 25 to the 24. Nobody accounted for number 2, Jerry.
Yeah, 12-yard gain.
So first and 10 from the 23 now are the Panthers. 11:15 and counting on that first half clock. Panthers are playing from behind. They trail 14-6. Bia out of the pistol again. Atkin behind him. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Turn around, hand it off. Actually nowhere to go for Atkins. Tausa in there. Perez in there.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Highclimbers are just busting through the line.
Yeah. Ball
back at the 25-yard line. Second down and 12.
Well, they're doing a good job on the ground game. They've kept Washougal under control, running-wise.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Atkins the back behind Bia. Bia back to pass. Here comes the rush. Throws for the end zone. And a push, and it drops incomplete. No flag.
Good defense.
It was number 15 for the Highclimbers, and that is Gavin Nelson Ricker.
Yeah, good defense on his part.
He was in a good position. Took a little bit of a push there going up for that ball. No flag.
Well, there was also a holding on the part of Washougal there, too. What was it called?
No calls, no flags, no penalties. So it's 3rd and 12 from the 25, Jerry.
Yeah. It was pretty obvious.
Bia out of the pistol. Again, 3 and 1. Back to pass goes Holden. It's going to be flushed out again. He's on the run. He's got a lot of running room. He's going to get to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be dropped just at the 4-yard line. I didn't see who made the tackle, Jerry.
21 yards.
Again, when they...
Elton was on the tackle.
Was it Elton on the tackle? Okay.
21-yard carry.
So it's 1st and goal for the Panthers on the 4-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the half. Highclimbers have a 14-6 lead.
5th first down for Washougal. Nice run by Atkin.
It's 2 receivers on each side now. Atkin the back behind Bia. Bia back to pass. He's going to hold. He's going to sling it, and it's a touchdown. I believe that's Evers. No, that's Atkins with the catch, Jerry. It's a 4-yard TD catch.
Thank you.
And it's a 14-12 game now. And you know they're going to go for 2 to tie this thing up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're going to have to go for 2 if you want to keep in pace. It's a 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. 9:43 to go in the first half. Oh, they really spread it out wide.
Boy.
This is a very interesting. Are they going to kick it? No. Then here is Pio. Nice play. Throws it in the middle of the field. And there's the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. I believe that's going to be Atkins again. I believe. No, that's not. It's number 9 on that one, Jerry. That's Owen Edwards. And we have a tie ball game at 14.
Well, I have not seen that play done. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen people line up and then fake it.
Yeah, I've seen them fake it.
And the ball, for whatever reason, they have the scoreboard says 19-14. It's actually 14-14 with 9:43 to go here in the first half. We're going to keep it right here.
Was that Owen Edwards?
Yes, it was. Okay, they're reminding us that it is now, as I said, 14-14. Thank you for that clarification. They have a row of lights that do not go out on the scoreboard. Yeah, a couple of lights that don't come on either, it looks like, as you look at the 14. So it's a 14-14, 9:43 to go here in the first half. Shelton and Washougal in a good one.
Well, that was an interesting 2-point after attempt.
So here's the run up and the kick back to the Highclimbers. High end over end kick. Fuller will take it at the 5. He's going to break it out to the left to the 20, 25, 30. Dropped at the 33-yard line. Nice return by
28 yards.
Yeah, by Jaden Fuller, and the Highclimbers have decent field position. Start out on their own. They're going to spot it at the 34, it looks like. 1st and 10 for Shelton. All tied up at 14. 9.5, 9:35 to go in the first half.
55-yard kickoff.
Highclimbers taking their time with the huddle on the sidelines.
By Cody Johnson.
Goose will go out of the gun, send Menifee wide on the near side. Trykoff in the slot on the near side. Looks like it might be Cordova wide far side by himself. Out of the gun will go Goose, hand it off to Gilman on the carry, and he's going to fall forward for 2 yards. Connor Gilman on the carry. First carry of the game for Connor. So tie ball game at the break, or in the second quarter.
Been an exciting game so far, hasn't it?
We've been every time a team has possessed the ball, they put points on the board. And here's the Highclimbers trying a little play action for Goose. He's going to set his feet and he'll sling it to Tiller. Oh boy, he's just pushing bodies as well. Across the 45 to the 46. I thought I saw a flag come in, but it doesn't look like it, Jerry.
No, it wasn't. It was a football.
It was a football, okay.
They were throwing it back and forth. The quarterback.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at their 46-yard line. Cordova goes wide to the far side. Menifee to the near side. Trykoff in the slot. Gilman still in the backfield with Goose. Trykoff goes in motion to the end of the line. Back to pass goes Mason. Short drop. Throws, and it's partially deflected. Looks like Connolly got a mitt on that, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 46.
Intended for Trykoff?
He was the nearest receiver.
Yeah.
Here comes that little cold breeze, Jerry, coming in from the north.
Yeah, it sure is.
No gain, well, actually incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 46. It's like the same formation. Again, it's Gilman on the handoff. He's going to try and break it outside. He'll cut it up the seam, and he'll get 2 yards. So 3rd and 8 coming. Again, we're in Washougal tonight. Some winner to state, loser season over action in Class 2A football. Highclimbers and the Panthers. Highclimbers have the ball. Tied up at 14 with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And each team has answered twice.
Little delayed snap, and here is Fuller up the sidelines. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the first down, Jerry.
Yeah, he picked up about 7 on that play. Let's see where they mark it.
It looks like they're going to mark it at the 45. It'll be a yard short.
Yep, 7-yard gain.
And here comes the hammer again, Jerry. Try to pick up that 1 yard. Again, the Hammers a Wildcat formation. Kind of a full house backfield. Gilman usually runs things. He's got Ellerton, and it's going to be a handoff to Ellerton. He's going to push the pile. I think he might have got it, Jerry.
I think he did too.
Very, very close. Highclimbers say they've got it. It depends on the spot, Jerry.
That is a nice.
It's a first down, Jerry. It's a first down, yep. Jerry had it.
First down. Good effort by Ellerton.
Ball at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. 7:38 to go here in the first half. Tie ball game at 14. Goose will go out of the gun with Ellerton. It looks like in the backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Long count. Little play action. Pump, and Goose is going to scramble around, throw it in the middle of the field, that is, and it's Menifee up to the 27-yard line, it looks like. Nice grab. He kind of leaned over behind him to grab it.
17-yard pass play to Menifee.
So 1st and 10 for Shelton at the 27. Highclimbers with the ball. 3 receivers to the near side. It's Menifee, Zapata, and Trykoff. Handoff to Ellerton. Ellerton picking his way for 3 or 4, Jerry. Depends on where they spot the ball at the 22, it looks like.
Well, nice patience by Ellerton. He was looking for that hole, and he found it and got a few yards. Picked up 5.
So
I'm gonna give it 5.
Go for it, Jerry. 2nd and 5 from the 22.
Goose is 10 for 12 in the passing game.
Again, it is Menifee, Zapata, and Trykoff as receiver. Gilman in the backfield. Play action to him. On the rollout is a completed pass to Trykoff inside the 20 to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Short of the first down by about a yard. Depends on where they're going to end up spotting the ball. They're spotted at the 18. It'll be 3rd and 1. It looks like the hammer package is back out there with Ellerton, Fuller, Gilman, and Tiller in the backfield. Usually, they do a lot of shifting out of this position, or out of this formation. It'll be actually Trykoff and Gilman switching positions. And there's the shift again. Fuller comes in, Ellerton to the far side. Snap to Gilman. Gilman cuts it up the middle, gets the first down, and he's on his feet into near the 10-yard line. That's a little different play there, Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm going to spot it down at the 11-yard line, Jerry.
Gain of what, 2?
Yeah, a little bit more than that.
3?
Yeah, I'll give him 3.
Okay.
Sure. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Highclimbers. Goose back out there. Ellerton in the backfield with him. Tiller on the motion. And a little handoff to Ellerton. Stutter steps, fights his way, gonna power his way in for the touchdown. That's his 3rd of the game, Jerry.
Yeah, 11-yard touchdown run by Bradley Ellerton.
Adding to his total, what does that give him? 16 for the year, I think? Touchdowns, I mean?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at your write-up.
Yeah, I would have to go look at it. I think you got 13, but I don't know. Either way, it is now a 20-14 game, with the Highclimbers back on top. We need another lineman out there. Kaiser on to kick the point after. Again, Trykoff is the holder. Waiting for the snap. Yeah, there's going to be offsides on that one. Somebody jumped a little bit early there.
Yeah, Washougal definitely was
going. They were coming after that one. So that's going to be half the distance. And I'm almost tempted, if I were Coach Smith, to put in the hammer and go for 2.
Because you're looking they would have ran it from the 3. But
well, it's all done. They declined the penalty, Jerry. So we're going to kick it again.
Okay.
We're going to try to kick it again, let's put it that way. So they declined the penalty. Snap on target, kick is up. The Panthers had great penetration, but Kaiser kicks it through, and the Highclimbers are up 7, 21-14, and 5:23 to go in the first half.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Well, we're back at Fishback Stadium. 5:23 to go in the first half. 21-14, Shelton with the lead.
Yeah, Mason Goose is 10 for 12 tonight. Boy, he's doing great. And the thing I think right now that stands out for me for the Highclimbers is they don't have one real good runner.
They have a host of them.
They have 3, at least.
That's a host of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just your.
That's really helped them.
Right. So we've had every possession has ended up with a touchdown, Jerry.
And now, will Washougal return the favor?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Jerry. Jerry and I are on the same wavelength. Here's a run-up, little squib kick that's going to be fallen on at the 37-yard line. Who did the wise thing of dropping on that ball? I didn't see who it was, Jerry, but the The Panthers will start out in decent field position at the 30. I guess they're going to call it the 38, 1st and 10. I keep looking to the north, Jerry, expecting to see a scoreboard. That's not where it is.
Number 10 fell on it.
Okay, number 10.
Whoever that is.
That's Mathern. Yeah, Mathern. Yeah, Mathern. I'm having trouble seeing my stuff. So it'll be Washougal ball 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. Bia out of the pistol, back to pass with a deep drop. He'll sling it over here, complete to Costa. Costa avoids a couple of tacklers, almost broke it loose, coming from behind and making the tackle from the backfield was Blaze Andrews, Jerry.
And that was number 82?
Yeah, 82 with the catch in the first down at the Highclimber 48. But I got to tell you, Blaze Andrews covered about 20 yards in about 2 seconds to make that tackle, Jerry. So 1st and 10 from the 48 are the Panthers from Washougal, trailing in this ball game 21-14. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 3 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Bia back to pass. He's going to scramble out, set his feet, throw long. Got a guy there. It's complete. Got to be Evers out there inside the 20. No, actually, it was number 2, it looks like. That's Atkins. Maybe I don't even know here, Jerry. Who was that? Number 7.
Who did they call it?
I'm going to say it's number 7, Jerry. I'm not
number
sure.
7.
I could be wrong.
That's what I thought he said.
And we have...
How many yards on that play?
From the 48 to the 20, or the 19, so that's 29 yards.
Yep. That was to number 7.
Okay, we'll call it that. And the high climber was down. That was Blaze Andrews. He got up. He's on the sidelines.
I was just going by what the announcer said.
Yeah, number 7 on my sheet is, where is it? Is Caden Fout. So 1st and 10 for Washougal on the High Climber 19-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go here in the half. High Climbers have a 1-touchdown lead. Bia back to pass, throws for the end zone, got a guy there, and did he get in? They say nope, he did not, out of bounds. A good job defensively by Gabriel Menifee to knock the receiver out of bounds.
Yeah.
Incomplete, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 19 are the Panthers. So again, out of the pistol will go Bia. It's like Atkins in the back, and oops, somebody jumped off sides. Yep, it's going to be 5-yard penalty on the High Climbers. Brings up 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. That pole is in the way. Bia will go out of the pistol. 1 receiver far side, 3 of the near side. Costa the man the furthest out. Handoff, and Atkins inside the 5, still on his feet, and he'll drive bodies to about the 3-yard line, Jerry. He just jumped, stop, and broke some ankles on that one, Jerry.
Yeah, 11-yard run by Atkins.
1st and goal. They'll spot it at the 4, it looks like. It's going to be 1st and goal. 4:04 and counting. Actually, we're going to hit the 4-minute mark. High Climbers leading 21-14. Panthers from Washougal on the drive. They have a 1st and goal from the 4. Out of the pistol again goes Bia. It's more like a gun that his drop back, Jerry. Out of the backfield will go number 2. Back to pass goes Bia. Bia, nice little move to avoid the pressure. He slips a tackle. He's got some running room. He's going to score, Jerry. He does. Touchdown. Nelson Ricker had him but couldn't stop him, and that's 21-20 now with 3:33 to go in the half.
Yeah, 4-yard touchdown run by Bia.
Holden Bia has some escapability, and he's mobile. I have not seen a mobile quarterback for quite a while in high school football, Jerry. So point after to tie the game. Spot is down, kick is up. It's blocked again! Blaze Andrews got a big body on that one. It is no good. And the Highclimbers cling to a 1-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. 21-20. Wow. We'll be back.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Wow, Jerry.
Who's back deep for Highclimbers?
It's going to be Jaden Fuller, it looks like, back about the goal line. 21-20 is our score with 3:33 to go in the first half. Did you expect this kind of a battle, Jerry? This kind of a score on every possession battle?
I did not.
Neither did I. Got to agree with Jerry on that one.
Each team has answered.
Kobe Johnson has it teed up for the Washougal Panthers. Kick it back to the Highclimbers. Here's the run-up. Kick. Kind of a line drive. Goes through Menifee's hands. He'll pick it up at the 10. Got a blocker of Fuller in front of him. Gets to the 15. Spins. And he'll get across the 20. And that could have been very disastrous, Jerry.
But he made something
out of
Well,
got a 10, 11, 12-yard return out of that.
Yeah.
The Highclimbers will start out on their own 22-yard line with 3:22 to go.
And the reason for that, Gabe's quite a good athlete. And, you know, we've had some good experience from Fuller, Ellerton, and Menifee returning kickoffs. And that was just a good example right there.
Highclimbers have a 1st and 10 on their own at 22-yard line with 3:22 to go here in the first half. They're leading by 1 point, 21-20. We're going to have a timeout here on the official timeout, I believe. Yeah. Oh, we got a, not really sure what we're doing over here on the sidelines. Got a injured Panther. They're working on his leg.
Oh, okay.
I think there's just some leg cramps at this point.
Yeah.
So Menifee and Trikoff are wide to the near side. Cordova, I believe, is wide to the far side. Handoff, though, to Gilman. Gilman trying to find some running room, changing directions about 3 times. And he might have got a yard, maybe 2. Depends on where they're going to spot the ball. Can't quite see it. The pole's in the way.
2?
Yeah, let's give him 2 on that. To the 24. So 2nd and 8 for the Highclimbers. 3 minutes to go in the half. 1 point lead. Can the Highclimbers score in this amount of time? That is the question, Jerry.
I think they can.
Tiller goes in motion. Back to pass goes Goose. Goose flushed out. Oh, no, he's going to go down at the 20 and a 4-yard loss. That brings up 3rd down. 3rd and it looks like maybe 12. Depends on where they're going to spot the ball. They're spotted at the 21. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Highclimbers. So we approach 2:20 to go in the first half.
Goose is 10 for 12 in the passing game, and we got a passing situation here.
Tiller again on the motion. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Looks like Fuller in the backfield. Little dump off pass to Jaden in the middle. He slips a tackle, stops, reverses the field, and falls ahead to about the 27-yard line.
Gain of 6.
Yeah, 4th down, excuse me. And a timeout has been called by the Panthers. Hey, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton City Council, the Shelton School Board, and the North Mason School Board. You can also watch past meetings of these entities as well as Port of Allen Commission. Mason Web TV also covers the Port of Shelton Commission, the League of Women Voters of Mason County, and select informational meetings from the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, and the North Mason Community Voice, as well as the Mason County League of Women Voters. If you want to see what's going on, check out MasonWebTV.com daily. 1:53 to go here in the first half. 21-20 is the score. Shelton with the lead in the ball, and they have a 4th and 4.
That was a nice screen pass to Fuller. And Mason Goose is 11 for 13 in the passing game. Doing a great job. The leading ball carrier so far, of course, has been Ellerton, and Fuller is right behind him.
So it's 4th and 4 from the 28. There comes Brendan Kaiser to punt it. Kind of would think this might be the first time. This is the first punt of the game. A little bit short of a field, or wrong position, a little bit short. A little long, I should say, for the hammer package. There's a snap and a boot. Kaiser gets a nice one out there, hits at the 40, takes a high climber bounce inside the 30. And that's where the Highclimbers will down it. I guess they did have somebody back, the Panthers did. But Washougal will take the ball at their own 29-yard line for 1st and 10. Well, we know the Panthers can strike quickly.
Yeah.
And strike often.
That was a nice punt, 49 yards. Nice, and had a nice high climber roll, too.
Yeah, it took a great high climber roll. So the Panthers will start out on their own 29-yard line, trailing by 1 point, 21-20, with 1:43 to go here in the first half. Bia out of the gun. I'm going to start calling this the gun because it is a deep drop, Jerry. It's just more of a pistol formation, but it's got a deep drop. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Looks like Atkins is a back behind him. Back to pass goes Bia. He's going to go long, throws it on the comeback route, intended for Evers, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, he can sling it hard, Jerry.
He sure can.
Oh, my goodness.
That was only the 3rd incomplete pass for Holden Bia. He is 8 for 11 in the passing game.
Clock is stopped at 1:38 to go in the half.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Bia.
Yeah, wow. Costa will come wide to the near side. Looks like Graham working in there. Back to pass goes Bia. Going to step up. Blaze Andrews almost had him, lost him, and he's still flushed out on the chase. Going to throw. Ew, almost intercepted by Mario Boxley. It drops incomplete. That would have been huge for the Highclimbers. And if that pass had gotten through, intended for Atkin, could have been a big play right there.
They would have had good field position and probably, plenty of time to score.
So it's 3rd and 10 from the 29. 1:27 to go in the half. 1 point lead for the Highclimbers. Panthers have the ball. 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Empty backfield for Bia out of the gun. He's going to run. And Hunter left and Carter Whitney drop him there. And a timeout by the Highclimbers.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the hashtag, or the handle, excuse me, at Mason Web TV. Also consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit that bell to be notified the next time we go live. And you can also find us now on the Twitch video streaming service. So 4th and, looks like 6, Jerry, but they're saying 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
I think you're right, but maybe that yard marker on the far side is a little bit off. Ball is spotted at the 34, so yeah, it is definitely 4th and 5.
Punting situation's unusual. Both teams scored 3 each time. All 3 times they had it the first. They returned each other the favor.
Yeah,
and then there's a punting situation again.
Yeah, Kobe Johnson to punt it away, but it is 4th and 5. Snap is on target. Oh, the Highclimbers block it. Ellerton comes away with the block. Scooping it up is, I can't even describe. Oh, boy, is number 44 for the Highclimbers scooping it up and returning it. That is Carter Whitney. I was too into the play, Jerry. Wow. I was watching something special happen there, and boy, oh, boy. A blocked punt, and the Highclimbers have the ball on a very short field on the 7-yard line. with 1:10 to go in the half. Wow. So first and goal for the Highclimbers. Here comes the hammer package, Jerry, with Gilman, Ellerton, Tiller, and Fuller, the running backs.
First and goal, yeah, from the
first
7.
and goal from the 7. What a huge turn of events here.
Did you see who got the block?
I want to think it was Whitney. I know it was Ellerton that actually got the block. Whitney picked it up and returned it to the 7. Gilman with the snap, handed off to Ellerton. Ellerton up the middle for the touchdown. Second effort, and he got in. One play, boom, look at that. 27-20 with 1:05 to go in the half. Oh, you can hear the cheering crowd over on the far side, Jerry. They're on their feet. And it's pretty quiet over here, Jerry.
Yeah, it is.
But wait, there's still more time. 27-20 is the score. The Highclimbers can put the lead up to 8 on Brendan Kaiser's point after. Waiting for the snap is Trikoff. That kick is blocked, and that will be our score right now, 27-20, 1:05 to go in the half. We'll be back.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, blocked punt, a scoop and return. One play later from the 7. Highclimbers lead by 7.
And Bradley Ellerton has 4 touchdown runs tonight. And I was going to say we were going to have 4 point after attempts. Good, but
nope.
That was blocked.
That was blocked.
And what a game. What an exciting game. A lot of, like you said, I didn't expect this much scoring.
I didn't either. 1:05 to go in the first half, 27-20. The Highclimbers with the lead, and they're about to kick it back to the Panthers from Washougal. We are in Washougal tonight, if you didn't know. Playoff action. Winner hits the round of 16 in the state tournament. Loser season comes to an end, but we still have a half and a minute and 5 seconds to go before we get that far.
And with Bia back there and Atkin, oh boy.
A little squib kick that is going to be grabbed and dropped after a short little return. I believe it was Padilla with the wise move to drop on the ground.
Yeah.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the for Washougal Panthers from their own 39. Minute 3 on the clock. 7-point lead for Shelton. Washougal with the ball. Bia out of the pistol with Atkin behind him. Receiver to the far side, 3 to the near side. Hand it off, and here is Atkin up the middle, dragging some bodies. And boy, he gets 11. Wow. Is right, Jerry, to midfield. Straight up the middle, pulling bodies with him.
Gain of 11 on that play. And that is a 10th first down for the Panthers.
1st and 10 from midfield for the Panthers. Out of the pistol again goes Bia. 2 receivers on each side. 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Atkin the back behind him. Back to pass goes Bia. Bia slings it out there on the sidelines. Spun out of bounds. I think that was Evers with the catch, Jerry, and the tackle by Menifee. Right at the first down marker. It's like it's Evers. It's not Evers, it's Evers.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1st and 10 from the 40. 35.1 seconds remain in the half.
Each team has 11 first downs.
Evers goes wide to the far side. 3 receivers to the near side. Out of the pistol again goes Bia. Back to pass. Sets his feet. He had to pull it down. He's on the run in the scramble. Lost the ball. The ball's free. Who come up? But the Highclimbers have the ball at the 40 or the 38-yard line. What a turn of events and another turnover. Hunter Left comes up with that ball, Jerry. Wow. Just when you think Bia's going to scramble for the first down, he just hung the ball out there and it was knocked away. Highclimbers get the ball. Actually, they'll spot it at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Shelton with 27 seconds remaining in the half. Leading by 7. Crowd on the far side. The Highclimber fans are cheering like crazy and they're on their feet.
Well, things have turned around a little bit with that block kick and now the recovered fumble.
Right. Goose out of the gun. 2 receivers on each side. And he goes back to pass. He'll sling it out there to Fuller. Fuller steps out of bounds after receiving it. Maybe got a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 39.
Yeah, 12 for 14 for Mason Goose.
So again, 2 and 2. Goose out of the gun. Back to pass he goes. Slings it to the middle of the field. It's a fingertip catch by Trykoff. Gets across the 50. Stood up at the 49. That was a fingertip catch by Dante Trykoff. The Highclimbers have the ball in Panther territory at the 49. I think we have a timeout here. Nope,
Yeah.
they're gonna move the clock, or move the sticks, excuse me. The clock stops at the sticks, and then they're gonna call the timeout.
51-yard line.
So the 49-yard line, 51, okay.
The announcer's trying to have a little sense of humor
Yeah,
here.
that's exactly right. Hey, every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a Target Zero manager for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. Column is primarily driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. And the Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington State and is posted to MasonWebTV.com every Friday. And this week it's all about airbags. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the 49. 3 receivers to the far side. Goose back to pass out of the gun. Throws long. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It was intended for Menifee, who was tripped up. Incomplete, it falls.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't call throw a flag there.
It's one of those get your legs entangled with the defender. I don't, that's been called before, but I think it's a good no flag.
Okay, good.
2nd and 10 from the 49. 9.2 seconds remain in the half.
I'm going to go back and change my opinion. I agree with you.
Because it's incidental. It's not like you stuck your foot out there and tripped the guy.
No, yeah.
He just broke the other way. Your foot's there.
Yeah, at first I thought it was, but I think you made the right call there.
Same formation with 3 receivers on that far side. Goose out of the gun with Fuller in the backfield. Back to pass he goes. He's going to pump. He's going to look long. He's going to dump it off. It's complete to Trykoff. Trykoff runs out of bounds about the 42-yard line at that far sideline, stopping the clock at 2.6 seconds.
7-yard gain on that pass play from Goose to Trykoff.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Well, let's say 2. That looks like 3 to me. Waning seconds of the first half. Goose out of the gun, back to pass he goes. He's got some time. He's going to flush out, throw it for the end zone, and it is caught by Zapata at the 10, and he spun out of bounds. And that'll be the half. But a good catch to end the half, and the Highclimbers head to the locker room up 27-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC. We're at the half.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. is the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Well, it's halftime here at Fishback Stadium in Washougal. Shelton 27, Washougal 20. This is I guess you can call it a state playoff play-in game in the Class 2A, and the Highclimbers are leading this ball game by by a touchdown. It's been a very entertaining game, a very entertaining first half. Jerry will get to the statistics in just a moment as the Highclimbers are in a battle here on the road. Hey, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is experiencing some growing pains with too many things to cover and not enough people. So we are looking for help. If you have an interest in broadcasting, announcing, video streaming, video editing, sports, news, politics, reporting, marketing, we would like to hear from you. Send us an email, masonwebtv@gmail.com. You can also call or text 360-229-2234, and you could be in the next game, or the next game broadcast like tonight. No experience necessary, just reach out. We would love to talk to you. So 27-20 is our halftime score. We'll get the statistical end of things in a moment with Mr. Jerry Apple in just a moment.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Now we're back here at Fishback Stadium. Halftime score, Shelton 27, Washougal 20. In this play-in game for the Class 2A state football playoffs, Jerry Apple has some statistics for us.
I sure do. Thank you, Diedrich. What an exciting game. Okay, let's start off with Washougal Panthers. They have 11 first downs. The quarterback, Holden Bia, number 5, is 8 for 12. The last 3 passes have been incomplete. Up to then, he had only thrown 1 incomplete pass. He has thrown 8 passes, completed 8 passes out of 12 for 108 yards. His favorite receiver is number 7, who's caught 2 passes for 40 yards. Do you have, let's see.
It's a number 7,
Yeah.
that's Caden Fout. Are you sure it was number 7 and not Evers? Number 11, I mean, that 11 is really hard to see on their uniform, really tight.
I got Evers down for 2 completed passes for 22 yards. I could be absolutely wrong. Those all could be.
Well, like I said, the 11, the double ones is really tight on the jersey. And
Okay.
I'm not saying anything, Jerry, because you're more on it than I am, and we're not the official statistics. So
yeah, I can go with this, and
Okay.
I'll say this: Holden Bia has completed 8 passes for 108 yards, and wow, he is so hard to bring down.
He's so elusive.
He's very, very. He's like Houdini.
Yeah, Houdini.
Like Houdini.
Yeah,
Let's call him Houdini. Houdini.
Okay.
I'm not saying that right.
All right.
But and the leading ball carriers for Washougal is Liam Atkin. He has carried the ball 7 times for 35 yards. That's a gain of 5 yards per carry. And number 5, the quarterback, Holden Bia, has 5 carries for 25 yards, and that is good for a 5-yard average. So they have 12 carries on 60 yards on the ground, okay?
Okay.
And let's add that to the 108 yards in the air, 108 and 60, come up with 168 total.
Okay. In the first half. Okay.
In the first half, and they're way below their average. Maybe that tells you something. Shelton's defense is pretty good. There has been 1 fumble turnover by Washougal. That was a key one.
Right at the end of the half.
Recovered by Shelton. And we have 3 touchdowns scored by Washougal. And the first touchdown was an 11-yard touchdown pass to Evers. The punt was blocked. Then we had a 4-yard touchdown pass to Atkins.
Right.
And then the PAT, that was an interesting one. That was
the 2-point conversion.
I haven't seen that for a long, long time. I've seen it tried, but then they went back into a regular lineup.
Right. They spread everything out and took the snap, and Bia was going to run, found the guy in the back of the end zone, and there's the 2-point conversion.
And he found Owen Edwards.
Right.
And then the final touchdown scored by Washougal was a 4-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Bia.
Okay.
I'm very impressed with Bia.
Yeah, we both are. Let's get into the Highclimbers real quick, Jerry, because we're running out of time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for the Shelton Highclimbers, they had 13 first downs. Mason Goose threw 18 times, completed 15. A lot of those were swing passes.
Right, little short passes, but it's the total yardage that adds up.
You want to hear this?
Yeah, go ahead.
15 completed passes out of 18 for 148 yards. Wow. And the leading receiver was Trikoff. He caught 6 passes for 53 yards. Right behind him was Gabe Menifee, who caught 2 passes for 43 yards. And Jaden Fuller caught those swing passes out in the flat. 5 passes caught for 36 yards. Also, Tiller caught a pass for 10 yards. Bradley Ellington caught a pass for 6 yards. So add all those numbers up. 15 completed passes for 148 yards. Now on the ground. On the ground, Bradley Ellington had 12 carries, 96 yards total. Wow. You're looking at 8 yards per carry.
Right.
The longest carry was 37 yards.
Yeah, the one he was pulling people with him for 15, 20 yards at a time. Just the power of that young man. Go ahead, Jerry. I'm interrupting you.
Jaden Fuller had 6 carries for 39 yards. I like what he did. He's very quick. He got most of his runs down the side. Then Connor Gilman had 5 carries for 9 yards. Goose had 2 carries for 4 yards. And that was it. 25 carries for 145 yards. That is about little under 6 yards per carry. Wow.
Right.
And so if you add up the 145 yards in the air and the 148 yards on the ground, you come up at 293 yards compared to 168 for Washougal. Scoring summary.
I'll do it quickly,
I need
Jerry.
a little bit of light.
Yeah, well, it's all touchdowns were done by Bradley Ellington.
Yes.
So let's just run them down. There was the 7 yards.
Yeah, 6-yard touchdown run. Okay.
We know it was 7 at the end of the half, or towards the end of the half, and a couple more.
He had an 11-yard touchdown run.
That's right.
And he also had a 28-yard touchdown run.
Is that right? Yeah, pretty close. Let's go with that.
I'd have to check on that one.
Yeah.
And Ellington also had, he had 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns.
And we were 3 for 4 in the point after attempts. The last one wasn't due to the kicker or the punter.
Yeah.
It was blocked.
All right.
And we did pretty good on the penalties. We had 5 penalties for 30 yards, not bad. And Brendan Kaiser averaged 48 yards per kickoff. So, good.
All right.
And Jaden Fuller had a 28-yard return.
Okay. Well, we'll can't walk without knocking stuff down. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay. So we're going to take a timeout as both teams come out. They'll add 3 more minutes up on the clock, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. 27-20, Shelton with the lead over Washougal on the road tonight in the playoffs.
Is that okay?
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. we provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV powered by HCC and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
All right, we are waiting for the start of the third quarter. Jerry's been flirting with his friend over there.
You know, Diedrich, I'm glad I have a good heart.
You too, Jerry.
And I'm glad that I don't have any problems with my blood pressure. This game has been so exciting.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
Back and forth. Towards the end, Shelton had the block kick and the fumble recovery. That really helped to make it 27-20. But just a great game. Some really good athletes out here on both sides.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun, Jerry. We got to remind everybody that the Panthers did win the toss and deferred, so they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. They're trailing by 7 points.
Yeah.
And this is, well, not an impossible task, but not where you want to be when you're the home team, right? You want to be on top. For the visitors on the Highclimbers, this is exactly where you want to be.
Well, especially it would have been nice for Washougal if they had scored at the end, because then they would have the momentum now to start the second half. So, yeah, right now Shelton has the momentum. They've got to have to find out a way to stop the quarterback on his ability to scramble and pass.
Right.
The
Highclimbers have been around him several times, just could not bring him down, could not catch him. He's just like that fly running around. You can't
Blaze
grab him.
Andrews almost had him that one time.
Right. You're right, Jerry. So Brendan Kaiser has it teed up the 40 to get this second half underway. 27 for Shelton, 20 for Washougal. Here's the run up and the kick. High, end over end, spinning kick that'll be taken at the 20. Whoops, I overshot it. And on the return, oh boy, who had the ball? It's up to the 45. And a good 25-yard return by who had that? It was Evers with the return. And the Panthers will start out on their own 45 with good field position.
And Evers has been the leading receiver so far for the Washougal Panthers.
So what does Bia and company do on this possession? There's only been two punt attempts, 2 times that both these, one time each team did not score on a possession, except for the Highclimbers in that short time clock at the end of the first half. But Bia will go out of the pistol again. Atkin, the back behind him, 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Hand off to Atkin up the middle, big hole, look out. made Elton miss it, and then Fuller and I think it was Leth, Minifee, and Boxley all in there in the tackle, but the ball's all the way up at the 33-yard line, Jerry.
22-yard run.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Second play after the start of the quarter, or the half, I should say. Bia goes out of the pistol again. 3 receivers near, 1 far. Heck in the back behind him.
Well, Washougal trying to return the favor here.
Handoff again to Atkin. Atkin breaks it into the secondary. Has a one-on-one fight there inside the 20. And I believe that's going to be Elton winning that battle. Bringing him down. So it'll be another first down.
Yeah, 15-yard run by Atkins.
Ball's at the 12-yard line. 1st and goal, 11 minutes to go here, and the Highclimbers are going to talk things over really quickly. We've only played a minute here in the half. Every Thursday, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, presents Shelton City Council Looking Ahead, a weekly preview with of the next Shelton City Council meeting with the city manager, Jeff Knighton. Each week, Manager Knighton briefs Diedrich Allen, that's me, on the top items coming before the Shelton City Councils during their next meeting. That's Shelton City Council Looking Ahead every Thursday on MasonWebTV.com.
Well, Atkin has jumped off of 2 nice runs here, 1 for 22 and 1 for 15, Diedrich.
Yeah, that's what the timeout was about. This, 1 minute into the third quarter, and the Highclimbers have to call a timeout to get everybody on the same page as the Panthers are knocking on the door already in that red zone after 2 plays with a 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. Bia out of the pistol again. He's got the 3-by-1 and Atkin the back behind him. A look back at his coach and sidelines for the play. Got that pole in the way. There's the snap, another handoff to Atkins. Atkins up the middle. This time the Highclimbers close the hole quickly, but not after, 2, maybe 3-yard pickup. Call it the 14.
Gain of 4.
I gotta say 4. Okay, Jerry says 4. Yeah, that got up closer to the, it's like the 12 there, so yeah. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Again out of the pistol. Waiting for the snap on target. Back to pass goes Bia. Got some time. Throws for the end zone. It's just a little short, incomplete. I think that was Evers' intended target there. Incomplete at the corner of the...
And I want to apologize Evers and number 7 on a couple of those completed passes and giving who the credit.
Yeah, it's okay, Jerry. No, I've been having trouble keeping track of who's got the ball too. So again, Bia will go out of the pistol with Atkin behind him. 3 receivers on this near side, 1 on the far side. Costa is the wide out on the near side. He's the widest. I'm thinking it's Evers on that far side, the lone receiver. Taking some time. That's going to be delayed game, isn't it? Or they're going to get the timeout in. Let's see what the call is. Yep, it's going to be a delay of game on the Panthers. Took a lot of time to get that play from the sidelines. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Ball back at the 19-yard line. Again, the score is Shelton 27, Washougal 20. 10:24 to go in the third quarter. This is the opening possession of the quarter.
Yeah, Holden Bia takes his time out there. He's not in a rush.
Oh, I think he gets a series of calls from the side when he brings it in from the sidelines. Then he gets everybody set, and then he looks back at the sidelines to choose the play. But in that case, he just took the play. Back to pass he goes. Throws for the end zone on the curl route and out of bounds right at the marker. I believe that's Evers again. Right near the markers. I think he's going to be a little short, though. going to be, there is a flag on the play as well, and they're pointing towards the Highclimber side. So this should give them easily the first down. As Bia heads to the sidelines to get the next play. And the refereeing crew tries to decide what's going on here. Where it stands, it looks like it's going to be, I'm going to say it was a hold on the Highclimbers.
Yeah, you don't see defensive holding called that often.
So that should be half the distance from the end of the play, I would imagine, unless they're going to.
Gain of about 6 on that play.
Well, let's see what's, he's right in the pole. I can't really see him. So it is a hold on the defense. And they're going to march it off from the spot of the foul, and that will give them a 1st and goal.
Okay.
I think. Well, we didn't know. Well, not. It'd be 3rd down. It'd be 3rd and 2 from the 10. Right behind the pole are the Panthers. Bia will go out of the pistol. And he's got 2 receivers on each side, and the back behind him is going to be Atkin. Back to pass goes Bia. Throws for the end zone on the crossing route. Nice defense in the middle of the field by Menifee. Knocked it away, intended for Costa. Incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, excellent defense on the.
Those are hard to defend, Jerry, on those crossing routes on the back of the end zone. So it's 4th and short, 4th and 2 from the 10. This is 4th down. Bia will go out of the pistol. Atkin the back behind him. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Waiting for the snap. And Bia's going to run on the option. He's going to be dropped. And down he goes. Perez and Ellerton stop that. The Highclimbers take over on their 11-yard line with a defensive stop.
Good defensive stand. That's only the 2nd time that they have got holding Bia for minus yardage.
Exactly, and that goes over on downs, and the Highclimbers take over, and they're going to spot the ball right at the 10-yard line. So here comes the Highclimber offense with a 7-point lead. 10:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Their first possession of the 2nd half. Goose will go out of the gun. Here's the shift with Smith and Tiller. Haven't seen Smith in the game. Handoff up the middle. I believe this is going to be Ellerton on the carry. Get a little bit more room up to the 14-yard line, it looks like, Jerry. Assuming that's Ellerton. I might be wrong. I'll wait for the guy to come off of the, yeah, it was Bradley. It was Bradley Ellerton on the carry. 2nd
Gain
down.
Of 3. Gain of 2.
Well, they're going to give him 3, Jerry. They call it a 2nd and 7 from the 14. Okay. I don't know how you can do that from 14.
I would say 2.
Yeah, but there's another handoff for Ellerton, picking his way, pushing bodies, gets the 1st down across the 20 to the 23-yard line. 1st down for the Highclimbers. I think we're going to see a lot of run here, Jerry.
Yep.
Got a 7-point lead. You might as well milk it if you can. Run that clock. So 1st and 10, ball is at the 24-yard line. 9:20 and counting on that 3rd quarter clock. 27-20, Shelton with the lead in the ball. Their first possession here in the half. Shift is on as Smith and Tiller go to the opposite side of the formation. Turn around, hand it off to Ellerton. Ellerton has some blockers in front of him, gets a couple of yards, and he's pushed back. 2, maybe 3, Jerry.
Well, you definitely called it right, Diedrich. It just makes sense to keep it on the ground. Most of the time, try to use the clock as your friend.
Yeah, ball's at the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 27. Menifee comes wide to the near side. You can barely see him behind the pole. In the slot is going to be Trikoff. The shift again by Tiller and Smith out of the gun. Hand off to Fuller. Fuller stutter steps, powers his way just shy of the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be close here, isn't it?
Is it Fuller or is it still Ellerton? No, it was Fuller, yeah. It's Fuller on the carry. They're just so shifty in that, I can't tell the difference.
Looks like it's short.
It's going to be short. Nope, they gave him the first down, Jerry.
Oh!
I thought he was short too, but the referee comes in there with the arm straight and they'll wind the clock with 8:20 to go. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play, Diedrich.
Clock is running, approaching 8:15 to go in the third. Goose will go out of the pistol with Fuller behind him. Shift is on again for Tiller and Smith. 2 receivers on that far side. Turn around, hand it off to Fuller. Fuller trying to bounce it outside. Spins in the middle, finds a couple of yards up the middle. And they'll spot it at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, gain of 3 on the play. That was all effort.
Yeah, he was stopped going to the outside, tried to shift the current spin to the middle, and they managed to squeak out another yard before he's pulled down.
3 yards.
So 2nd and 7 from the 37. Goods again out of the gun. Hand off. Nope. Little play action. Throw. Swings it out there a little too high. Intended for Cordova. That'll be 3rd down and 7. Good idea. Just goes a little bit off target.
Yeah, that way you're keeping that defense a little more honest.
7:31 to go, 3rd quarter. Back to pass with a swing pass out there to Fuller. Fuller up the sidelines, gets out of bounds right at the first down marker. Did he get enough for the first down? It looks like he did up at the 45.
Very good call. Fuller does a great job on those swing passes, so quick.
In the pregame, Coach Smith explained what the key is to that play, and it's a block by Cordova. He's got to pin the guy down on that far sideline. So it's 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Highclimbers. 7:25 to go in the third. Handoff. Here's Fuller around the outside, crossing into Panther territory out of bounds, about the 47-yard line. Good running on the far side, Jerry. It's going to be just short of the first down by about a yard, it looks like, at the 46-yard line.
Gain of 9 on that play.
2nd and 1 for Shelton. Goose back out of the gun. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Handoff, it's Gilman. Gilman on the carry. Got some running room. Slips 1 tackle. Gets the first down, and he'll lower his head to the 41-yard line. Nice patient running there by Connor Gilman.
Gain of 5 on the play by Gilman, and that is the 17th first down for the Highclimbers.
41-yard line, 1st and 10. Menifee goes wide to the far side, along with Zepeda and Trikoff. Goose out of the gun with Gilman in the backfield. Little play action, he'll sling it out there. It's complete this time to Trikoff. Got to the 40 and he stood up. I'll say for
Trikoff?
Yeah, it was to Trikoff. Stood up by a host of black jerseys.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Be 2nd and 9 from the 40. Clock is running, 6.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back out of the gun goes Goose with Gilman in the backfield. 3 receivers on this near side. Menifee, Zepeda, and Trikoff. Back to pass, throw again. That one, what happened to that ball? It was deflected back into Goose's face. Incomplete, it falls. It's going to be
deflected pass.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9 from the 40. Stops the clock at 6:16 to go in the third. 27-20, Shelton with the lead in the ball. Zepeda out. Cordova back in. Tiller back in. Menifee and Trikoff are wide on this near side. Cordova alone on the far side. Looks like Ellerton in the backfield with Goose. Tiller went in motion. Here comes Cordova. Back to pass goes Goose. He'll sling it to the middle of the field. It's complete and caught by Trikoff at the 31. Sorry, that was just a little off camera. So that keeps the sticks moving and the clock running at 6:10 when they set the chains. It'll start up again at the 31. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers, leading by a touchdown.
10-yard pass play to Trikoff.
Back out of the gun goes Goose. Cordova wide to the near side. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Menifee wide to the near side. Cordova's wide to the far side. Trikoff again in the slot. Back to pass goes Goose. Feels the pressure, throws to the middle of the field. Oh, off the hands of Trikoff, incomplete, it falls. just off the hand. It stuck a hand out there.
Yeah, 16 was on the defense there. Did a nice job. I think he also got a hand on it, Diedrich.
Yeah, Talon Connolly.
Yeah.
Incomplete, it falls. Second down and 10 from the 31. The Tricop's going to the sidelines. He's a little bit gassed, I think, Jerry.
Yeah.
Menifee wide to the near side. There's a Peta back in there. He's in the slot. Handoff, nope, it's a handoff to Elton. Elton picking his way. He got inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line, I think. And ball goes back, or actually the tackle was pushed the pile back. They're going to spot him at the the 27-yard line. It's going to be fourth down, isn't it, Jerry?
Yeah, 4-yard carry on that.
Oh, it's third down, excuse me.
Well, I like the way Goose fakes that. Beautiful fake on that when he heads it off.
So third down and 7 for the Highclimbers. Goose back to pass again, looks over the field, throws it. It's, bobbled and dropped. Cordova hit him in stride. He couldn't haul it in, and it's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
He made a nice effort.
He tried to keep that in there. It hit him right in the hands. I think
it came in. Bobbled it, and he almost tried to catch it.
Almost had it, yeah. It came in like a hot potato, I think. It's fourth down and 6 from the 27-yard line for Shelton. 5:02 to go, third quarter. Shelton has the lead by a touchdown. They have the ball. Menifee and Trikoff on the near side. Cordova on the far side. Tiller in motion. In the backfield is Fuller with Goose. Back to pass. Slings it to Trikoff. Diving for it at the 20. It popped out, incomplete. And that'll go over on downs. Jerry, the defensives are stepping up here in the second half. Yeah. But the thing to note, Highclimbers took a big chunk of time off that clock. There's 4:58 to go in the third.
And that was a nice defensive play by number 16.
Connolly again.
Yeah, he's doing a great job out there.
On the defensive side, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Panthers get the ball on their own 27-yard line. I think this is their worst starting field position of the game, Jerry.
I believe you're right.
Bia out of the pistol again. 3 near, 1 far. Atkin the back behind him. Turn around, hand it off to Atkin. Atkin bursts into the secondary. Gets by Menifee up the sidelines. He's at the 40, 35, breaks a tackle. Still on his feet to the 25, and he's dropped there. What a play, Jerry. What a run up the sidelines to the 24-yard line. From the 27 to the 24.
Oh.
That's a
26 and
that's a
53.
Yeah.
53 yards.
First and 10 from the Highclimber 24 now. Bia out of the pistol again in the 3-by-1. Back to pass goes Holden. Holds in the middle. Throws to the middle. He's thrown it off the hands. Intended target was number 3. And that is Graham, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 from the 24. 4:20 to go, third quarter, 27-20. Shelton with the lead. Washougal with the ball. Knocking on the door on the Shelton 24-yard line are the Panthers.
Yeah, Washougal doesn't drop very many passes.
Oh, no, they don't. Again, out of that pistol with the 3-by-1. Holden, Bia back to pass. Throws for the end zone. Got the guy there. Touchdown! Got to be Evers. Is that Evers, Jerry? It's got to be Evers. It is. It was Evers.
Yep.
At those double ones, really hard to see from that distance.
I think he's the one that's caught those other 2 passes. I was giving somebody else the credit for.
So here's that formation again where they spread it out going for 2. 27-26, 4:14 to go in third quarter. Snap on target, throw into, and it's incomplete, I think.
Yeah,
or either he caught it and he hit the deck. It was caught by number 25. Let's give him credit for that's Cooper Nanny with the catch, but he was dropped on so it's no good. So the lead remains at 1.
23-yard pass play to Evers?
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're at 4:14 to go here in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here. 27-26, 1-point lead for the Highclimbers. And the Panthers are going to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Highclimbers need to respond here to stay ahead. The Panthers are keeping pace, but they're just a point behind.
Well, I was kind of surprised they went for the 2, but
well, you can't,
it's still early.
It's still early, and that play worked. That spread out 2-point conversion worked flawlessly.
The first time it did work. Yeah.
Did not work this last time.
Yeah, I heard a couple grumbles in the audience.
Yeah,
but we all,
we all have our opinions.
That's right. We all do have our opinions.
Kobe Johnson has got a teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Trailing by 1 is his team. 27-26, 4:14 to go. Third quarter. Here's a run up in the kick. There's another squibbler. It's going to bounce, and they're going to let Elton pick it up at the 12-yard line, and he gets nowhere. Oh, no, wait a minute. Somehow he scored it out. And the return, I don't know what happened there.
Looks like they're going to get it on about the 25-yard line,
yeah.
So a 13-yard return. The thing is, Washougal doesn't want to kick it real deep.
Right.
I think they have that ability, but they're trying to, they know that we have good kickoff returners.
You're right, Jerry. 4:07 to go here in the third quarter. 1-point lead for the Highclimbers. They have the ball on their own 25-yard line. Goose will bring them out. They'll send Menifee and Trikoff wide to the near side. In the backfield, I'm assuming it's Elton. It is. Handoff to Bradley. Bradley picking his way for 5, still on his feet for 8, still on his feet, fighting. Yeah, I think he might give him 9, Jerry.
Great effort again.
He just keeps those legs a-churning. Does not stop. And they'll spot it at the 34. So, yeah, it's a 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1, excuse me.
That energy buddy, huh?
Got a lot of that battery's charged. There's the shift by Tiller and Smith. 2 receivers on the far side. Turn around, hand it off to Elton. Elton gets the first down and powers his way to the 38-yard line. Keep the sticks moving and the clock running.
Yeah, that's the 19th first down. 19.
So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line are the Climbers. Looks like it might be Gilman in the backfield now for the Highclimbers. Then shift again by Smith and Tiller. Here goes Zapata in motion. Hand it off. Here's Gilman. Gilman trying to find some running room around the outside on the left side. Gets stood up. No gain there. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that handoff didn't look real clean. So no gain on that.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun again goes Goose. And it off to Gilman. Gilman's, just tripped up. Hit the 40-yard line. The 3rd and 8 coming. After a couple-yard pickup. I don't know if he slipped or somebody got a hand on his ankle. He just went down. Fuller back in there. Zapata and Menifee are wide to the near side. Crowd starts to get into it. It's a 3rd down and 8 from the 40. Goose will send Fuller out of the backfield. Back to pass goes Goose. Looks over the middle. Throws complete to Zapata. Zapata had a guy all over him before that guy, before the ball got there. It's going to be 4th and 5, it looks like, Jerry. Yep. Ball up at the 44. So it's that was a 5-yard pickup. Maybe 6. I'll give him 6, Jerry.
6-yard pass play to Zapata.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Kaiser's on to kick the ball away, we're assuming.
That's the 2nd completed pass to Zapata.
Clock is running with 1:25 to go here, 3rd quarter. Highclimbers are taking their time on this 4th down and this punt to Kaiser. Kaiser with a snap, takes a step. He'll put a little high ball that's going to bounce inside the 25, and Menifee will down at about the 22. So as I said before, the Panther defense is stepping up here.
34-yard punt. A very effective punt.
So the Panthers take the ball back at their own 22-yard line with 1:06 to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 1 point, 27-26. Bia will go out of the pistol to send 3 receivers to the far side. Costa is the guy on the near side. Back to pass goes Bia. Going to roll out. Still on his feet, directing some traffic. Throws, and it's incomplete. Morford in the defense.
Yeah, good defense there by Morford.
And I'm not sure what the stoppage here. We had a penalty. We have a penalty on the Highclimbers. I didn't see what the call was, Jerry. Just a hand pointing toward the Highclimbers and the reaction of the crowd here.
Pushing in the back.
You got to be kidding me. I got to say, you got to be kidding me on that one. That was a pass interference on the Highclimbers. I don't understand that call whatsoever.
I don't either.
Because been a little bit early on both sides on the defense. And now they're going to start throwing the flag.
In other words, he pushed him just before the ball got there.
That's what they're saying. I thought it was good defense. So it's a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Bia will go out of the pistol again with Atkin behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That's Costa. Turn around, hand it off, and oh boy, what a nice stop by Hunter Leth there. And the handoff to Atkins up the middle for 2.
Yeah, Hunter Lethis has a couple really good games. I think he's one of the leading tacklers for us.
You got it right there, Jerry. I don't have the numbers on him, but he did have a
sensational game. 120 tackles?
Yeah, he broke a record of single tackles in the game.
Yeah.
Boy, that was about midway through there. I think it was against, can't remember now.
White River.
Was it White River? Bia back to pass. Got to throw long. Got the guy there. It's Costa. It's going to be incomplete, and you're going to throw a flag on that one. Nope, they're not. And he did turn around. Menifee on the coverage, was it?
He did turn around on the coverage.
Turn his head. No, it was not to Menifee. It was Nelson Ricker. Incomplete it goes.
Yeah, because you've got to turn
around to look for the ball. He's waving his arms, turned his head, and that was enough not to draw the flag, though the crowd thought it was.
Yeah, that was a good call. He did. Okay.
Costa comes wide to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. The furthest is Evers. Out of the pistol again goes Bia. Back to pass. Looks over the field. Throws complete. And spinning out of bounds about the 47-yard line. I didn't see who caught it, Jerry. Might be Costa. Yeah, but it was Costa.
82.
Yeah, Costa again. That's 1st down at the 49.
15th first down.
And that should do it for the quarter as the clock is running out. Well, we're through 3 quarters, and we're in a tight ball game. 27-26, Shelton with the lead. Washougal will have the ball when we return for the 4th quarter.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Well, here we are back at Fishback Stadium in Washougal tonight. 27-26, Shelton Highclimbers have a 1-point lead on the Washougal Panthers, but the Panthers have a 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Holden Bia has thrown 20 times. He has completed 11. His percentage of completing is dropped off a little bit. That's partly due to the Highclimber defense, too.
The fans here from Washougal are doing the wave below us, Jerry. Oh, and jump off sides is a quick 5 yards, and this 1st and 5 for the Panthers.
Little anxious.
So that puts the ball into Highclimber territory at the 46. 1st and 5 now for Washougal and the Panthers. Bia goes back to the very familiar pistol formation with Atkin behind him. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side. Back to pass goes Holden. He'll throw. It's complete to Costa. Breaks the tackle to the 35, 30, and he'll be drugged down at the 25-yard line. Bradley Elliton with the tackle at the 25.
21-yard pass play. And that was to who?
Had to be Costa.
Okay.
25, 1st and 10 for Washougal. Knocking on the door again here are the Panthers. Trailing by 1, 3 by 1. Out of the pistol again goes Bia. Back to pass. He's going to dump it off with a screen to Evers. Evers has blockers, breaks a tackle, and then he's dropped after a 5, maybe 6-yard gain. Carter Whitney with the tackle. They're going to spot him at the 19, so give him 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Okay. Yeah, 3rd completed pass to Evers this half.
Almost a minute gone here in the 4th quarter. Costa goes wide to the far side. Evers wide to the near side. There's 2 receivers in the slot on the far side. Empty backfield. Actually, 2 receivers on the near side. Here's a pass in the middle. It's complete. Evers to the house. Touchdown. Panthers take the lead.
Evers.
Yep. So that gives the Panthers their first lead of the night. It's now 32-27. And here's that. Now they're going for 2 again as Bia is back out there.
How many yards on that pass?
You're going to ask me that, Jerry.
I think it was 10.
It was more than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
About 15? Okay. We'll give him 15.
Back to pass goes Bia. Bia throws for the 2. Ooh! Incomplete. Intended for Fout, I believe. No, actually, it was at a 7 or a 2. It's a 2. So it was intended for Atkins, and the lead remains now 32-27. We'll be back.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, Jerry.
Well, the interesting thing, Holden Bia has completed his last 5 attempts, and his favorite target, guess who?
Evers. Well, the Panthers have taken the lead for the first time in this ball game. Is that right? No, they had a second time in the ball game. They had an early lead. No, they did not. This is the first lead. I'm right.
Yeah,
right? 32,
because Shelton scored first.
Right, 32-27. They have a 5-point lead here. And here is Johnson on to kick the ball back to the Highclimbers.
Shelton was going to try to answer here.
Yeah, here's the run up and a kick. High end over end kick. I believe this is going to be Trikoff at the 18-yard line. Whoops, sorry. And somebody's still on their feet. It gets up to the 34-yard line. Dante Trikoff with a good return.
Yeah, 14 yards, 15 yards. I think he got it at about, what, the 20?
It was a little deeper than that. But that's all right, Jerry.
A little deeper.
A little deeper.
A little deeper. Okay.
So the Highclimbers have the ball on their own 34-yard line. They trail by 5.
Anyway, Trikoff had a nice return.
That's true.
Let's just put it that way.
Let's just put it that way. There's 10 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the ball game. 32 for Washougal, 27 for Shelton. Highclimbers have the ball. Goose goes out of the gun. He's got two receivers on the near side. It is Zapata in the slot and Cordova on the wideout. Handoff, however, goes to Ellerton. Ellerton trying to find some running room around the outside. He manages to turn the corner and get out of bounds about the 39. And a good 5-yard pickup. He was stopped for a loss there, Jerry. They had him dead to rights. And he manages to squeak out that 5 yards at the 2nd and 5 from, well, actually, 2nd and 4, Jerry. They're spotting the ball at the 40-yard line.
So 6-yard gain for Ellerton.
Yep. Fuller in the backfield. There's a handoff to Jaden. Jaden will bounce it outside, get the first down, and is pulled out of bounds short of midfield. So 1st and 10 coming for the Highclimbers. Gonna put him out at the 48, it looks like, Jerry.
8-yard run by Fuller.
They'll wind the clock. I guess he did not get out of bounds. Ellerton back in the backfield with Goose. So 1st and 10. Menifee and Trikoff wide to the far side. I think it's Cordova, the receiver on the near side. Goose out of the pistol, turn around and hand it off to Ellerton. Ellerton bounces it outside, runs into his own guy, and he gets into Panther territory about the 48-yard line.
Looks like he picked up about 4. We'll see where he marks it.
They're going to mark it down right at the 48, Jerry.
Yeah,
that
4
is
yards.
a 4-yard pickup. So 2nd and 6 coming for Shelton. Under 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Highclimbers going to run as much time off the clock as they can, I would imagine, and they need to come away with points.
Yep.
Because they're trailing by 5 right now.
Yeah, they don't want to give it back to
Bia and company, not at all. Goose will hand it off, and here's Ellerton trying to pick some running room. He'll get the first down and fight for that 40-yard line. He just lowers his head, and he gets actually to the 39, Jerry. That looks like where they're going to mark him down. That's a first down. 1st and 10 from the 39 are the Highclimbers.
5 yards?
Oh, that's 7 or 8, Jerry.
Okay. Let's give it to him. Sounds good to me.
Ball's at the 39. Out of the gun goes Goose. Hand it off. Nope, he's going to fake the handoff. It's complete to Cordova. Cordova with the first down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
12-yard pass play to Cepeda. That's his
Cordova, Jerry. Cordova. 87 with the catch.
Oh, was it Cordova?
It was Cordova.
I thought you said, okay. That is.
Again, out of the gun goes Goose. Hand off to Gilman. Gilman cuts it up the numbers. And he'll be spun down after a gain of about 4, it looks like. Inside the 25 to the 24. Clock is running, 8:40 to go in the ball game.
That was the first completed pass to Cordova Wheatley.
Wheatley Cordova.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wheatley.
Fuller in the backfield now with Goose. Goose back to pass he goes. He'll complete it to the far side, and it's Menifee breaks a tackle trying to make something happen on that outside. He's ridden out of bounds.
Good effort.
Good effort. He had a nice spin move to break free of the first tackler, but he couldn't get rid of the 2 that followed. And it'll be 3rd down, and I don't think he got much there, Jerry.
Okay.
He might have, no gain.
Okay, no gain.
So it's 3rd and 7 from the 24. Menifee, the wide out on the far side, Trikoff in the slot, and Cordova out wide. And there's going to be, I think it's going to be somebody jumping off sides by the Panthers at their reaction. Yep, it looks that way. Yep, it's an offside, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Highclimbers now. Ball inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be 3rd and 2.
That's only the 4th penalty on Washougal in this game.
Looks like the hammer package is out there for the Highclimbers. Going to shift around. Snap to Gilman, handoff to Ellerton. Ellerton will score! Nobody touched him. He cut it back and he scored. That was a 19-yard touchdown, Jerry.
Yep, 19 yards.
Highclimbers take the take the lead back, 33-32 now. And the Highclimbers are going to kick the point after.
That is the 5th touchdown run for Ellerton this game. 5 touchdown runs.
So here's Brendan Kaiser to kick the point after. The last point after attempt, let me remind you, was blocked. Snap on, kick down, kick is up, it spins in there for the 1 point, and it's 34-32. A 2-point conversion is the difference at this point. 8:14 to go in the ball game. Shelton up by 2, 34-32.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Well, the Highclimbers answered, took the lead back, 34-32. There's 8 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this ball game.
Ellerton has had 23 carries for 164 yards.
And all of the points.
And all the points, and he's averaging over 7 yards per carry.
Kaiser has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Panthers. There's a little squibbler is going to be dropped on at the 27-yard line. And I think that was Evers who fell on the ball.
They're definitely keeping it away from Mr. Atkins.
Yeah, just keep them. Surprised somebody doesn't try to step up and get better field position. And so the Panthers are going to start out on their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, this is not.
8 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the game. 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. Washougal trying to get back on the board and take their lead back. Bia out of the pistol with the 3-by-1. Back to pass he goes. He'll dump it off this time near side, and up the sidelines is number 24. Spinning out of bounds about the 35. I can see
that's a new receiver.
Yeah, 24. That is William Cooper.
Okay.
And, oh, well, we have a flag on the play I did not see. I guess it's not going to count, Jerry.
Nope, it'll be.
Didn't see what the penalty was. It's right at the line of scrimmage, so I'm still waiting for a signal. Referees are hanging out around the other side of that pole, Jerry. Still, it's got to be like a false start here. See what the call is. Oh, a targeting. The head-to-head penalty on there, that's right. That's a block in the back by Washougal, so that'll march him back 15. Actually march him back to the half the distance to the 12.5-yard line. So Panthers will start out there from their 12. With the 8:07 to go. Actually going to move it up a little bit to the 13. Okay. So it's a 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. Empty backfield for Bia. Means he's got 5 out. Back to pass, lots of time, throws over the middle, it's complete. Oh, and this is going to be Evers breaking one, spinning away from one tackler, and then being brought down. I believe it was going to be Carter Whitney with the tackle there.
Yeah, 14-yard pass play.
And that'll bring the ball up to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 14. Back out of the pistol will go Bia. 2-by-2 this time. Back to pass he goes. He's going to be chased by Carter Whitney. He'll sling it out there. It's complete. Oh, and spins out the sidelines. He is caught there, and he'll be caught from behind by Bradley Ellerton. I didn't see. Was that Atkin? I believe it was. So the ball is spotted at the 45 of the Shelton. I think that was, not sure for sure who had that catch, Jerry, but I'm thinking it had to be Atkin.
Yep, that's what he said.
Okay, so it's a 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Panthers. Now the Highclimbers jump off sides. And that'll bring a 1st and 5 from the 40 now. 34-32 is our score. 6:51 to go in the ball game. Shelton with the lead. Washougal with the ball. They're in Highclimber territory at the 40-yard line. They'll wind that clock. He will go back out of that pistol. He's got 2 receivers on each side and Atkin the back behind him. Back to pass goes. Holden throws. Complete. It's the number 3. He'll spin out of 1 tackler. Can't get away. That was Graham with the catch at the 30. That's 1st down, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's his second caught pass of the game. Good for a Washougal 1st down, which is their 16th.
Bia back out of the pistol with a 2x2. Turn around and look at his sidelines for the play. 6:15 to go here in the ball game. 2-point lead for Shelton. Washougal driving on the 30. Taking a lot of time. Back to pass. He'll dump it off to Evers. Evers on the screen. He'll cut it up the middle, and he's going to be knocked down inside the 20. Hard hit by Menifee.
Another 1st down.
Yep, the ball's at the 18-yard line now.
Yeah, 11-yard pass play from Bia to Evers.
Panthers in the red zone. Bia will send 3 receivers to the far side and 1 to the near side. That's Evers alone on the near side. Hand off to Atkin. Atkin, big hole. He's going to cut it into the end zone. A touchdown. And again, Panthers take the lead back. 38-34 now. It's a 4-point lead for the Panthers. Looks like the Washougal's going to go for 2 again.
Well, yeah, pretty well. At 1 point, it's not going to do him any good.
So it's a 4-point lead, 38-34. 5:36 remains in the ball game. The Panthers looking for an extra 2. Hand it off to Atkins. Atkins nowhere to go. Hunter left met him and got some help from Perez and Ellerton. And that's where it'll stand. 4-point lead for Washougal, 38-34. 5:36 to go in the ball game.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Back and forth we go here in the fourth quarter. 38 for Washougal, 34 for Shelton.
Who's going to have the ball last?
I was thinking that when we started the second half, if this could come down to who has the ball last.
And you've got 5 minutes and 35 seconds, and I know that Shelton is probably going to keep it on the ground most of the time with a couple passes, swing passes, to kind of mix it up a little bit. That's my prognosis.
Okay. Looks like Fuller is standing about the 5-yard line waiting for this kick. These kickoffs have been pretty much on the ground. This one's going to go deep, and it'll get into the end zone. Fuller will let it go. So it'll be a touchback, and the Highclimbers will start out on their 20. With 5.5 minutes, 5:36 remaining in the ball game, they have a 4-point deficit to to make up, so you got to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, they have to get a touchdown, and it's time management too.
Right, run the clock, keep the chains moving, and come away with 6 points and leave. Well, I'm going to say leave the Panthers with little time, but they don't need much time to score, Jerry.
And you know, I was thinking maybe Washougal was going to have some problems that last drive when they got that 15-yard penalty. But boy, I tell you, Holden Bia, he's not going to allow that.
So here come the Highclimbers. Elton in the backfield with Goose. 3 receivers to the far side. I think it's from the inside out. Krykov, Zapata, and Menifee. Little play action, and here's a rollout by Goose. Goose throws the middle. It's to Tiller. Tiller on the run and crossing the 30 to the 34-yard line. Bradley Tiller, little used in the offense as an offensive weapon, but when they use him, he comes up big.
Yeah, 21st first down. Nice catch by Tiller.
That's a 15-yard pickup. They'll spot the ball just shy of the 35. Again, out of the gun goes Goose. 3 receivers near side. Elton in the backfield. Handoff to Elton this time. Bradley Elton fights his way for a couple of yards.
Yeah.
The run's not working right now, as the Panthers have figured out number 22 is getting the ball, Jerry. Well, when he's got all their points, all their touchdowns, that's what you can expect. So the 2nd down and 7, give him 3 yards on the carry.
And that was Elton?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
And again, the 3 receiver set. Krykov goes in motion. And another handoff. Here's Elton trying to reverse the field, and he'll fight his way up the middle now.
Good effort.
And come up about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, Elton's really got that leg drive.
Ball at the 44-yard line is 3rd and short. I think this is going to be the
6-yard gain by Elton on that.
I think this is the hammer package for the Highclimbers, Jerry. Got to get the 1 yard.
Yeah, he's used Elton a lot tonight. 25 carries.
Here's the shift from the hammer. Under 4 minutes to go. It is 3rd and 1. Here's a snap and a handoff. Here's Elton getting the first down. Needed 1, he got 4, I think. Gets up to the 48-yard line.
Boy, he's been a workhorse.
He's going to sleep tonight, I think.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now for the Highclimbers on their own 48-yard line.
26 carries, I believe, by Elton.
Menifee goes wide to the far side. Little handoff again. This is Fuller. Fuller with a big burst up the middle. And he'll fight for that 45, and it looks like he got 7 yards, Jerry. Maybe a little more. Actually,
let's see where they mark it.
They're going to mark him at the 44.
Okay, 8 yards.
Yeah, that was Jaden Fuller on the carry, and it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Yeah, maybe 3. I'll call it 2nd and... Yeah, I'll call it 8. Out of the pistol will go Goose. Handed off to Fuller. Fuller jump stops, ran into his own guy, and he's brought down from behind.
Oh, no.
The Highclimbers might have lost the ball. Fuller's still down there, Jerry. It looks like Fuller might be hurt. Where's the signal from the referee? It is Panther ball, and Jaden Fuller's still on the ground. He is in pain, Jerry. We have a timeout as I attend to the downed Highclimber and Jaden Fuller. Took a hard hit when he got tackled.
Yeah, that's the first turnover for the Highclimbers tonight. And Jaden Fuller and Bradley Elton tonight have just been courageous. Their effort tonight has been wonderful. And I'm sorry to see him hurt. Let's hope he's okay. Let's hope he can walk off the field on his own tonight.
Well, he kind of got a big man fell on top of him after that tackle, Jerry. I think that's what made the ball come out. And unfortunately, it looks like a couple of guys are going to come out and help him up.
Yeah, I don't like to see that.
I don't like to see that at all either. I don't think anybody does, not anybody in this stadium as well. And they're going to take the Panthers off the field. We will step aside, Jerry.
Yeah.
2:54 to go in the ball game. Nope, wait a minute. Got him up. Maybe we won't step aside. We'll keep it right here. As they're helping Jaden Fuller off the field. So it will be a Panther ball here at the 44-yard line.
You know, Washougal tonight has a lot of respect for Shelton.
Oh, they should.
You can see that right there. The sportsmanship.
So
by the crowd.
Yeah, 2:54 to go here in the ball game. Washougal has the ball back after the turnover and the fumble recovery. Bia will go out of the pistol. He's a 3-by-1. Hand it off to Atkin. Atkin up the middle for a couple of yards. Give him 2.
Yep.
To the 46. This is pretty much to get the clock running. I don't think you're gonna want to do any too many passes downfield at this point. Would keep that clock running.
I would agree.
I think the Highclimbers have 2 timeouts to use if they need to.
If they can hold them here and not get a first down, we're okay, I think.
Back to pass goes Bia. Bia will sling it out. It's complete. And, oh, my goodness, look at that. Nice effort by number 3 again, and that's Graham. He got enough for the first down. I think the crowd says he did, but I don't think the spot is. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1.
It is
3rd and 1.
It's short.
From the 47. We are under 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Washougal has a 4-point lead, 38-34.
Got to hold him here. This is an important play.
So 3rd and 1. Looks like the Highclimbers are all up at the line, except for about 4 guys behind it. Hand is up, 5 seconds to snap the ball. Bia, they're going to call a timeout. Yep, didn't have enough time. Minute 32 to go here in the ball game, and a 3rd and 1 from the 47. Jerry, this is definitely not what I expected tonight. I didn't expect an offensive explosion, and it's going to be whoever has the ball last.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I expected, but I didn't expect this. I don't know, your thoughts.
Well, I knew that you showed me the statistics on Washougal, and I've been trying to get some information this week too. I knew they could score.
Right.
I do, and I know that Shelton has improved a lot in the last couple games, just because they utilize 3 different runners, and that helps. Plus, Mason Goose he mixes it up pretty well.
Right.
And of course, the Shelton gets the ball. Hopefully, they're going to have to pass.
So a 3rd and 1 from the 47. A minute 32 to go in the ball game. Washougal with a 4-point lead and the ball. Bia out of the pistol. He'll hand it off. Nope, he'll keep it on the keeper. Get the first down. And unfortunately, he ran out of bounds. I'm not sure why he ran out of bounds. Ball is up at stops the clock at the 40, at 1:26, and the ball's at the 40. So here go the Panthers again with the 1st and 10 at the 40.
Shelton does have 2 timeouts.
They do have 2 timeouts, but when are they going to start using them? It looks like the Highclimbers are going to blitz. Turn around, hand it off to Atkins. Atkins got a couple of yards, and he's dropped at the 38. I think we're going to get a timeout by the Highclimbers. Yep, we do. There's a timeout by Shelton with 1:20 remaining. Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. Also consider subscribing to the Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit that bell to be notified the next time we go live. You can now follow us on the Twitch video streaming service as well. So we have a minute 20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, give Acton a 3-yard carry there.
Okay, those balls at the 47-yard line. Highclimbers have 1 timeout. It's a 2nd down and 7. This has been quite a war here, Jerry.
Well, you're in 4th down territory.
Well, we'll see what happens on this play.
But you expect Shelton to call a timeout right after this play. They have no choice.
Well, it would depend. if it's an incomplete pass,
well, yeah,
you wouldn't have to.
Then they're not going to have to. You're right.
But that's the only instance where you call that timeout. Well, here's Bia out of the pistol again. He's got 2-by-2 with Atkin behind him. It is 2nd down and 7. Back to pass goes Bia. He'll sling it out. It is complete to Evers on the near sidelines. Short of the first down. They're going to wind the clock because he was spun out of bounds. No, actually, they're going to say he was. Yep, yeah, it was. The clock was winding down because he was spun out of bounds backwards. That is not. Doesn't stop the clock, so that keeps the clock running. And Shelton uses his final timeout with 1:08, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 31.
Oh boy.
Jerry, I don't know what to say at this point. This has been quite a ball game.
It's been a great game. That last turnover hurt.
Right.
And because they were on a roll. They were on a they had a good chance. They were trying to manage the clock, and I think they could have scored.
So the Highclimbers are out of timeouts. 3rd down and 1 from the 31. Washougal with the ball in a 4-point lead. Bia will go out of the pistol as he's operated all night. He's got 1 receiver near side. I think that's Evers. 3 receivers on the far side. Atkin the back behind him. There's a snap and a handoff to Atkin. Atkin gets a first down, and he's still on his feet, and that will be stopped at the 28-yard line. Highclimbers cannot stop the clock from here on out.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the nail in the coffin here for the Highclimbers. They're going to have to snap the ball maybe one more time. The Panther fans are on their feet. It's a 1st and 10 from the 28. Bia out of the pistol again. He's going to wait for that hand to go up. He's going to take one more snap, and he'll take a knee. And that is going to be it, folks. As the clock winds down, 38-34. Since that, that'll be it, folks, in 5 seconds. 38-34, the final score. Washougal Panthers will advance to the round of 16 in the state tournament. The Shelton Highclimbers season has come to an end by 4 points. We'll take a timeout. We'll wrap this up. Final score again, Washougal 38, Shelton 34.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, it's a final here at Washougal. Panthers hold off the Shelton Highclimbers, come from behind, and come away with a 4-point victory, 38-34. The Washougal team will advance to the round of 16 in the state tournament that begins next week. The draw, I believe, is tomorrow. Find out who they get to play in the round of 16 in that state tournament. Highclimbers. Season comes to an end, but what a season and what a last game to go with. If you had talked to us a week and a half ago, Shelton was on the precipice of being eliminated from postseason play. Needed to beat Aberdeen. A week ago, Friday, they did that. Forced a tiebreaker. Monday, they had to win 2 games to make the playoffs. They did that. They slipped by Black Hills 8-7, then shut out Aberdeen again on Monday 6-0 to come to this game. Started horribly yesterday with the way the rain, the weather, the traffic. Only half the team made it past the traffic scene, and then mechanical problem. The tire blew. Postpones the game for a day. We come up here in better weather conditions. And we had a treat of a ball game here. Shelton led for most of the game, or it was either a point difference or the Highclimbers were up a touchdown until late here in the fourth quarter, and Washougal took the lead and took advantage of a turnover. And that's where we sit here, 38-34. Washougal moving on in the state playoffs. The Highclimbers, as you see, under the goalpost, meeting with the coaching staff one more time. I'm just waiting for Jerry to get through his statistics. No hurry, Jerry. And we'll get the statistical end of this ball game. Hey, business owners, Mason Web TV powered by HCC can help you reach potential customers and expand your client base by while showing your support for student athletes. How, you say? By becoming a broadcast sponsor. We have the 3 levels of sponsorship that will put your business in front of our viewers. You can also buy advertising on MasonWebTV.com and reach everyone who visits the website. For more information, send me an email. MasonWebTV at gmail.com or MasonWebTV at hcc.net. You can also send a text or give me a call, 360-229-2234. to get to help sponsor and support our student athletes and these broadcasts. We do have basketball season coming up in December. Haven't quite nailed down the schedule. We will be following the Highclimbers again, as well as North Mason when we can, and looking a preliminary look at the schedule. As it might be getting a little bit more of the Belfair stuff on Mason Web TV this season. Jerry's still doing his tallying, and he's had a lot to do here tonight. It's been an offensive explosion when you have 38-34 your final score. I will give Jerry 2 more minutes here.
Yeah.
As I got to get my player up to the top here. So we'll be back with Jerry's statistics in just a couple of minutes. Final again, Washougal 38, Shelton 34.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
All right, we're back here at Fishback Stadium in Washougal, where the Washougal Panthers have just defeated the Shelton Highclimbers 38-34, and Jerry Apple has put his shoes back on because he's had to use his toes to count up how much offense these two teams have created tonight.
This is amazing.
So go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, here we go. Let's start off with the home team, the Washougal. They had 20 first downs. Holden Bia, number 5, had 26 passes, completed 18. He completed his last 8 passes. That made a big difference.
Yeah.
So he was 18 for 26, and he 18 passes for 245 yards.
Wow.
And his leading receiver was number 3, Sam Evers. And I was pretty accurate with Evers in the second half. I think in the first half I didn't give him 1 or 2 passes that he caught, but he was definitely the leading receiver for the Panthers. Nice job, Sam Evers. And a great job by Holden Villa. Matter of fact, like Houdini, I think we got him twice for negative yards and those were on rushing yards.
Right.
When he was out there trying to scramble to pass, we couldn't get to him. He was just too quick, and we made every effort. On the rushing, Liam Atkin, number 2, was the leading ball carrier. He picked it up in the second half. He had 3 really nice carries in that second half. 1 for 22, 1 for 15, and 1 for 53.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. He was way over. He had 17 carries. I want to say 125 yards, but I think he might have had a few more yards than that.
He had a ton. Let's just say that. He had a ton.
He had a ton. He was definitely the leading ball carrier for Washougal. I had him down for 24 carries for 151 yards. If you add the 151 yards, and I think they had a few more yards than that, add that to the 245, they were at 396. Believe it or not, they were under their average.
Well, just barely.
Yeah, close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was close.
Okay. Yeah. They didn't have very many penalties. And you want me to do the scoring summary?
No, just get to
Shelton.
Yeah, just get to the Shelton.
Let's do Shelton here. 23 first downs. Wow, they did a good job keeping the ball, controlling the ball. I think they probably had more time possession than Washougal for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. Go ahead, Jerry.
And he was 21 for 28. Mason Goose did a great job tonight. 21 attempts for 28 yards. He completed his last 3 passes. Cepeda had 2 catches in the second half for 36 yards. Tiller had 2 passes, caught 2 passes for 25 yards. Menifee had a good night. He had 3 catches for 43 yards. Dante Trikoff had 8 catches for 64 yards. So Trikoff was a leading receiver for the Highclimbers. Wheatley Cordova caught a pass for 12 yards in the second half. Jaden Fuller caught 5 passes all in the first half for 13 yards. Bradley Ellington caught a pass in the first half for 6 yards. So 21 catches for 199 yards. Pretty darn good. Added to his record-holding total for the Highclimbers. Now, on the ground, Jaden Fuller had 11 carries for 75 yards. Bradley Ellington, get this, fans, 26 carries, 174 yards. Wow.
And all the touchdowns.
And all 5 touchdowns. Connor Gilman had a good game. 9 carries, 20 yards. Goose had 2 carries for 4 yards total. And that was it. And if you add the 199 yards and then add that to the 283 yards on the ground, 174 of those from Bradley Fuller. By the way, the Highclimbers carried the ball 48 times. 48 times for 283 yards. That's about 6 yards per carry. That's darn good. So add the 283 and the 199, and we come up with 482 yards.
Wow.
And people, I just want to say something. I am so proud of the Highclimbers. Their improvement over the season, the things they've done well. Mason Goose did a nice job tonight. As you can tell, we have 3 good runners. They all showed their strengths tonight. Fuller on the outside, Ellington, just amazing game, you know. So my hat off to the coaching staff, and the players. It was so close tonight. It could have gone either way. And the turnovers, I believe it was 1 apiece.
Right, and then the block punt.
Yeah.
For the
Washougal.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say, Jerry. A good season for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, it was proud to work with you.
Yeah, it's always fun to work with you. As we mentioned, Washougal will advance to the round of 16 in the state 2A playoffs starting next week. Shelton, unfortunately, their season comes to an end. 6-5 would be. I don't know if 6-5 is right. This is week 10. I don't know how you count.
Well,
the two.
You can't. Well, yeah, you could say they played 10 games.
Right.
They were 5-5.
5-5.
And you can, if you want to count those 2 games that we won in the 10th,
tiebreaker,
then we were 7-5.
Yeah, that's
however
true.
You want to do it.
Yeah, I would think 7-5 works for me. So the Highclimber season has come to an end. That will pretty much do it for us, unless Jerry has anything else.
No, I'm just saying this. This was one of the most exciting games. I sat next to a lady from Washougal. Her grandson was playing tonight, offensive line and defensive line, and it was just neat to talk to the people up here. They showed a lot of sportsmanship.
It's not, we've been in the visitors' stands in a couple of places, and some of the fans have not been kind or even, they're forgetting this is not about them. It's about these guys out there, these kids they're playing. Yeah. And, there's some interesting stuff that goes on in these stands. And, I mean, fans will be fans, but, this is not about
It's not about the parents. It's about the kids.
It's about the kids.
And I want to say something about the parents of Shelton. I've met some really nice parents, grandparents this year from Shelton. It's just been a real pleasure, meeting all these neat people, and hopefully we can provide a service for them in the future too. But thank you, Diedrich, for letting me be with you.
Well, thanks to Jerry Apple for all of his help tonight, all season long. His statistical abilities have been phenomenal for me. So that will do it for us here in Washougal. Final score again. Washougal Panthers 38, Shelton Highclimbers 34. Remember, we got basketball season coming up in December. We'll get that scheduled out as soon as we come up.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll. First games are actually in November this month, the 28th and 29th.
Yeah.
But we have some conflicts on other fronts. But we'll get into the gym with the teams in December for sure.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Jerry.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.